Hi everyone, just a disclaimer for last episode. I just wanted to let everyone know that Batman is in fact smarter than Superman, and that Austin was misguided when he first said this fact in the last episode. This was it. I just wanted to say that. Thank you for listening, and hope you enjoy this episode.
Hey, this is a Soft Sword Podcast. Aaron speaking. Today with us we have
Cute up.
Zack.
Danny.
and myself.
Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Oh, yes. Happy halfway through the month. Happy. I guess we're going to establish when this podcast is. Yes, this is actually February the 15th, right after Valentine's Day. How's all of yours Valentine's
Love is in
Day?
the air, beautiful people. Love is in the air.
And
unless you're single and you're fucking lonely.
Yeah?
I wouldn't agree with that. I loved Valentine's Day, actually. It was a great day.
I actually had a great day as well.
I woke up, I listened to a bunch of good music because I didn't want to feel like shit the whole day.
Did you listen to Drake?
I didn't listen to Drake the whole day, actually, because of that.
fairly
It was
impressive.
a perfect Valentine's Day song. Fuck that nigga that you love so bad.
See,
Oh, wow. Already talking about Drake again. I
Yeah,
see.
there it
5
is.
minutes
Bringing
in.
back old
Do
topics
it for
now.
you, Zack, 'cause we know you love Drake so much.
What, Zach, are you telling me you didn't listen to Drake on Valentine's Day?
You listen to Kid Cudi.
You listen to Kid Cudi.
You listen to Pursuit of Happiness. I'm in the pursuit of happiness. That's for you, Zack.
That's
I'm
not a
singing Kid Cudi
bad
for you.
song to listen to on Valentine's Day, though.
Exactly, it's perfect.
Pursuit of
That's what I was
Happiness.
saying.
Yeah,
That's not
that's-
people being really fucked up, though.
No, but yeah, okay.
Not-
maybe
I guess
that's
not-
fair.
I guess
not those-
Yeah,
yeah, I
Listen
got
to
those.
808
Take it
Heartbreaks.
seriously.
808 Heartbreaks is a good
That's
Valentine's
a good.
Day
That's a good album. I listened to
If
that
you-
after
yeah.
a party. It was pretty good. I forgot about it.
Why you listen to that, Aaron?
Wow, that's pretty rude.
Aaron, why you listen to that?
Someone
I'm wondering why you listen to that album.
recommended that I
Was it like
listened.
Someone you what? And couldn't hear you. Speak up, dude.
this is
Someone who
bad
recommended it. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
What Zach is pointing out right now. What Zach is pointing out
really
right now
bad.
is that how it is extremely hot today. It was actually 70 degrees today, and I guess they didn't realize,
And it's 90 degrees in this fucking room. My
and it's
balls
90
are
degrees
on
in the room.
fire.
So
Terrible.
I guess they're kind of trying to equate for it being cold outside, but now it's
Hey, the one good thing about this weight
That's
loss,
warm.
I don't sweat as much as I used to when I was fat. So hey,
we
that's a plus. I'm wearing a hoodie right now too.
Shit, I'm thin as fuck and I sweat so much.
Oh yeah, it's all about sweat glands.
Is
I guess it is.
your weight loss plan primarily diet, or is it just the actual gym?
Eat less, work out more.
Eat less, work
I mean,
out more.
you made a lot since the moment I met you. You made a lot of progress.
Yeah, start working out more.
Yeah.
Yeah. How often
for you.
How often do you usually go to the gym now?
5 days a week.
5 days a week.
Damn.
Yeah. Zach, do you partake
still
in the
go.
gym,
Yeah, of course. I
Mister?
I think working out is the best thing you could possibly do.
Mr.
Yeah,
fucking
Danny, how
H-Max
do you
measure.
feel
Of course
about
you gotta
that
go to the
opinion?
gym.
I just came from the gym, but
Oh,
this
you
was
did?
all. But no, I did. But this was actually the first time I went in like 3 weeks.
Oh, back again.
Yeah. Hey.
You were
Wow.
damn legs.
Danny has notorious dough legs.
I could work my legs out for the rest of my life, and they still wouldn't be jacked.
Notorious.
I don't believe that.
I do.
Notorious.
Notorious.
DOE.
The dough legs.
Dough legs.
What are you at, dough?
It's all good, baby.
The gym here is really nice. Like every time I go there, I just like it's not something you think about like VCU. You think VCU first as an art school. VCU is also Virginia Commonwealth University, and it's just weird going into a gym that's like it looks like we have like a top athletic program or something for what we got with that.
It
like
looks
a
like some
swimming
girls
pool.
been drinking some genetically modified milk. That's what I'm saying.
He's saying that the white girls in the gym be thick as fuck.
But not even.
Damn.
But literally not even like a normal way.
Wait, what do you mean? What's a normal way?
It's just like some of their bodies just like. Not even in a perverted way. It's just
Yeah.
like it's just like.
It is found.
How
it
is
is
it?
post
How is
Valentine's
that
Day, folks.
possible?
Disclaimer:
Like,
I do not
I'll
look.
tell you
though.
how it's
shut
possible.
the hell
I am
up.
blind.
Because they work out their ass 7
Yes,
days a
he's a
week.
committed man.
That's right. They do the quad machine. You know what I'm saying, where you like they laying it like this, kicking their legs
Oh,
up.
I know
They
exactly
do that
what
thrust shit under the squat bar.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
They'll be humping that shit.
Yeah.
There's just some machines there that just don't make any sense. I think there's a lot of CrossFit people that show up to the
Yeah,
gym.
that's true.
If you've ever seen them, they do workouts that just don't make any sense to me. They'll be like on a trampoline with like a barbell, and it's
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
I've done CrossFit, and the way they do shit is so weird. Like
You've done CrossFit.
Yeah, just like the workout. I haven't like
Okay.
actually done a gym, but like I've done the workouts that they do. The way they do pull-ups is like really weird. So what they do is when you pull up, you like swing your legs up, and it kind of defeats the purpose of a pull-up where you're supposed to be pulling up your body weight. And
Yeah.
so like and apparently it's like super bad for your body because it like destroys your joints and everything. 'cause
We
there's a
got
lot of, like,
trash ass audio technicians.
high impact stuff, and everything like that. But
It's still a big thing, right? I remember it was a big thing.
people like, I guess, prefer it. It's got a big following, but I know there's been a lot of backlash for it.
Backlash for what?
CrossFit itself, like I just said, it has a lot of negative effects. It like wears down your body pretty quickly if you do it a lot, because it's a lot of like high impact stuff,
Like what's like running?
burpees and like squats and then like running.
Yo, squats take a toll on your kneecaps, dude.
Yeah, especially since they do everything so quickly in such a short amount of time. Like some of the workouts are like run 800 meters, do like 10 by 15 squat, and then like
So it's like circuit training?
kind of
do like
it's
circuits?
like intense circuit training, but they do it. There's like no breaks, and it just continues.
Oh, that's nice. Have you done any of the classes at VCU? I don't know if they have CrossFit. None?
They don't have CrossFit
Because
classes?
they're all like Zumba, yoga.
That's a good thing, because we
Yeah.
don't want to do
The
CrossFit.
cycle.
Okay,
Who the fuck
well,
wants to do CrossFit?
If
I
you,
would.
I wouldn't. Shit, I love my kneecaps. I'm trying to turn my ACL at age 25.
Ooh, torn ACLs.
All I know
RG3,
is-
shout out to you, though.
It's at the point now
It's actually
where
RG
everyone's already given up their New Year's resolutions.
You say RG
big
knee?
time.
What do you mean giving up their New Year's resolutions?
Because the gym it's not empty now, but it definitely sure is.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Nah,
playing?
peak time's like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
I always love when everybody, like, the New Year's resolution crowd, like, phases out.
Oh yeah, it's the
I'm
best.
happy when that happens.
It's the
'cause
great, because it's the first week of the gym where everyone's there and then everyone's gone the next week.
That's
And
why I
it's
used to go in the
it's a
morning
blessing.
around the time, because, like, nobody goes in the morning.
I mean, I think it's a combination of classes and people not being able to keep up like a good hobby.
yeah,
and
I mean, it's good to go to the gym. I'm not telling y'all to stop going to the gym, but, like,
It's
if
good
you're
to
gonna
go in
commit,
It's good when you go in it with a healthy mindset. If you're
There's like
going in
people
there,
who go every day and it's like it's crowded as fuck. It's just like, damn.
okay, there are
Yo,
people.
my treadmill.
There are guys in there that look like actual Superman, and it's
Goddamn. Goddamn.
I always say
Aquaman.
like I envy those people because
It is.
Like Khal Drogo.
I'm always tempted to just go up and be
Horrifying.
like, listen, dude, like how long did it take you to get that big? Like,
They can, they have 120-pound like dumbbells, and I've seen people lift them. 120
I
pounds.
could barely lift the 20 that time. Nigga talking about 120? The fuck?
Going back to the New Year's resolutions, though, what do you guys think are like some of the most generic and overused New Year's resolutions?
New Year.
That it's
new me.
basically like there's
No,
no
the
point.
New Year, New Me stuff.
Yeah, like what's
I'm
like?
gonna leave his ass
Do you
2017.
think there's
Yeah.
a certain point where there's no point in even doing a New Year's resolution because you did the
No,
same
I
thing?
mean it's always good to have goals, but like just don't let them phase out so fucking
but
quickly.
stick with them.
Yeah.
Stick with them.
Don't
If
just
you're gonna
say
set a goal, go achieve it.
Yeah.
Don't just like fucking phase it out. Like it's pointless at that point.
The whole point of a goal is to stick with it
Yeah.
and carry it out. Like you said it, knowing that you have a time period of when you want to complete it.
I know it's a little late, but did you guys have any New Year's resolutions this year? And like, if so, how did they end up turning out?
Mine was living the moment, and it's turning out pretty well so far.
Okay.
I mean, I still stuck in the past like everybody, because like you think about the past, because I had like a great past recently. So it's like you still stuck in that moment, but at the same time, it's like you gotta live in the present, because if you don't, it's gonna pass you by, and then you're gonna be stuck thinking about that. So it's just like that's what I'm trying to do this semester,
Zach, Aaron, how about
this
you?
year.
Zach can go.
Mine was it was pretty simple because going to the gym for me isn't a New Year's resolution. It's more just like something you should be doing. So mine was just like communicate with, like, call my family more often, and just like,
That's a good one.
Well, you have more of a background in health and fitness and everything.
I'm a health science major, so I have kind of a broad knowledge of a lot of different topics in the health field.
Broad Street, if you didn't know.
And more Richmond references.
So I could, throw in a little academic opinion from like stuff I've learned over the years that I've been in the major.
Yeah, actually correcting a lot of our forms too. I remember when we first started doing things like squatting and deadlifting. We weren't the greatest at that. I think Danny almost broke his back a few times.
I probably did.
Yeah, your form's pretty shit.
Yeah, it really. It's
Aaron's
really
form was
bad.
trash.
Yeah,
though.
that's
My
what
form- no, my
Aaron,
form
your
was-
form was
no,
fucking
Aaron,
garbage.
yours was terrible. Like,
Yeah,
what are you talking
yours is
about?
probably the worst.
And I gotta say, mine was bad, and I knew yours
what
was
are we
even
talking
worse.
about?
Yeah,
Because
yours,
your
you
form
would
was
squat
trash.
like 400 pounds, but you do it terribly wrong. Where you
Yes, I do actually squat 400 pounds. No, I don't.
You
That's
would.
false.
yeah, but you do it.
you
the
would
worst.
like
This is an exaggeration.
pass.
You would squat like a shit ton, but your form was so trash I thought you were gonna die.
And
See, this is what happens when
how
you
about your New Year's
Yeah,
resolution?
so why do you instead of being
squatting form?
instead of being roasted? I don't really remember what I said. I think I kind of had like one of those generic ones that you were actually just talking about. Kind of the whole, I guess, on my side would be like the whole finding yourself aspect, where you kind of do more things that are more oriented to you. Because you realize
it's in the middle of a podcast.
Well, no, it's just a lot of things when you're committed to other people, like relationship wise or friends, and you really kind of give a lot of your time to everyone else. You kind of don't leave a lot of time for yourself. It's kind of nice when you like step aside and like say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do a bunch of these things that I would give up because maybe I missed that event with friends or something like that. So it's been nice doing that. Traveling, I found, has been the best way to do that. I recently just got back from Amsterdam and Paris over the winter break, and it was just really fun traveling and doing things like that, just exploring, kind of just.
Hey, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, now's the time to do it, I guess. I mean, before you know the imminent World War III or something.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, great.
Eminem World War III? He's gonna be a general?
Yes,
Eminem started World War
that's what Eminem's actually preparing for with all
No,
these
the
summaries.
assassination of Eminem.
Oh! Don't
even
kill that.
joke.
That's a legend right there. Not better than Wayne. Actually, he's better than Wayne.
Are we gonna have this debate?
No.
Is
He's
this a
greater.
debate?
No, see, I'm
There it
not.
is.
I'm
No, I'm ready for it.
Eminem is greater than Wayne, but I think
Eminem
Lil
versus
Wayne's
Lil
a
Wayne.
better rapper, in my opinion.
You said
That might not be the consensus opinion, but I think Lil Wayne is better than Eminem as a
No,
rapper.
hold on. You said Lil Wayne is better before because you used to talk about how one of his albums was entirely freestyle. Are you going back on that?
Yeah, I'm going back on Eminem is fucking fire. I listen to I go back and listen to Eminem. He's really good. He's a
old
really
shit's
good
good.
rapper. Yeah,
Yeah, I would definitely.
he's one of the best ever with Jay-Z in them.
I just like his story too.
Eminem's a legend.
How he,
And Lil Wayne's a legend, but I think Eminem is greater than Lil Wayne.
I just like how he came to be Eminem. I like that whole background of how he's like really came up from nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's you don't hear that a lot these days.
I mean, Lil Wayne almost died.
No, I know
Lil Wayne
that.
almost died.
When he was a kid, he got
Like
shot.
12 years old,
He
he
shot
got
himself.
shot.
He shot himself with a gun. Yeah.
Okay.
And the cop
Wait.
saved him.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a white cop too.
Yeah.
He said
That's why he doesn't believe in
he
racism.
says I don't see color.
Yeah, that's
He says it because
Damn.
a white cop saved my life.
He never says fuck 12 then.
Oh, he does.
That's good then. That's pretty good. I don't know. I'd say.
Nobody's better rapper than Lil Yachty though. Lil Bo can
don't
spit.
even joke about that.
You want to have a discussion on? Oh, didn't we talk about
Spit
mumble
sheet,
rappers
is
and
it
how?
called?
I love
awful
mumble
they-
rappers, dog.
Why? What possible selling point is there for someone who just goes, what is it? It sounds kind of like Minnesota. How does that song go again?
You can't
like
catch
you
me in
just
the
said it.
streets if you can take this heat.
Yeah.
Notice you need to get out the streets. If
You need to get out the streets if you
Sorry,
get to.
I
Well,
don't
you
know.
can't hear them, so necessarily can you complain if you can't tell the lyrics? You know.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, I don't know why Quincy supports Lil Yachty or Lil Boat as he calls him at all.
I support everybody who's young and trying to make money.
I mean, if you support him,
I can actually agree with that.
Well, when's the last time you bought an album?
I never buy an album. I don't buy anybody. Only last album I bought was somebody from OVO Sound. I only buy their albums because I support good music.
Last time I bought music, I think I was in. It was the Usher "Let It Burn" album.
Are you serious?
I'm completely serious. That's the last
You
time.
bought that album yourself.
Well, it was actually a gift, so I actually didn't buy it. I don't know if I ever bought music.
You've never bought music. Not one
never
song.
done it on iTunes.
Has
never
no
bought
one here bought music
CDs.
before?
I bought play music.
Okay, thank
I
you.
don't get why that's such a like you've never bought physical copies of music.
Yeah,
I never had to.
Or iTunes.
you never had.
I have.
You always
Yeah.
have to if you want to support an artist.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to support them. I'm trying to listen to the music.
Damn, dude.
I think that's pretty rude.
It is.
kinda
but I'm
fucked
just
up.
saying, like,
You're telling me you would not get a? Do they have records for like something like Marvin's Room or something like that?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
You wouldn't
they
get,
had
you wouldn't get a record like
Ray
that.
Sremmurd album on vinyl.
if I had
I would never want to buy that original
disposable,
album.
if I had disposable income where I could just get music and buy music and support
You
them,
have a tax
I
return
definitely
coming
would.
up.
Hey, well, that's going towards rent, so that's a whole nother thing. But
you
if
say so.
I'm making profit, I mean, then maybe I will. But
I mean, I buy music all the time still.
yeah, but that's different
Yeah.
How's that?
because you're paying for it and you can't pay for it.
No, but he's also doing it because he likes the artist.
Like the artist.
I mean, I think
like,
it's very important to support
I
your
like
artist.
having
Speaking
a
of which,
physical copy of something rather than digital. I mean, I love Spotify to death because I think that's stream music is so simple and so easy.
yeah,
But you have
But,
to understand, I don't even pay for Spotify Premium, so I'm definitely
That's
not going
because
out
you
and
love-
buying for an
that's
album.
because you
That's
love
true.
ads. There's a
I
difference
I
there.
pay for it because I don't like ads. Plus, I get the student discount for $4.99. But I
And,
mean, by the
Hulu
way,
as
you
well?
do get.
But why am I gonna go out and buy a CD if I can just listen to it on Spotify?
Well, because I have a record player.
Because- yeah.
For
But
me,
that's what I'm
it's
saying. I don't
vinyl.
even have a
You're
record.
saying accessibility is
like
an issue.
vinyl.
You saw mom's
That's 'cause
collection, right?
you
When
don't-
we was my mom's house, you saw her collection. Like she has
I saw it,
yeah, it's tight.
That's
No,
like
and
it's cool to like have collect all the music because you can just go back through time.
My brother, my mother, and my father has a big one, but I don't have a
I bet
record.
Aaron does have like a large
he does.
record
Aaron's-
collection.
Aaron's
Aaron's like
music,
fucking
yeah.
hipster, isn't he?
Yeah.
Aaron
not
is
a
my
hipster.
Aaron is my brother, by the way. We also have Aaron in the podcast.
If you know me.
Hey, Aaron.
If you
Don't
know me,
ever
if
say-
you really know me, my
That
mother's
was
name is Aaron.
terrible. It's Aaron. That
No,
was actually
he's not
That's actually
Aaron.
funny how that happened.
What?
When we first came to VCU.
Are you reminiscing right now?
No, I am.
here we
About
go.
like when you
We're just
said
so with
my
you,
name's
my
Aaron, I
God.
said I'm not gonna call you Aaron because Aaron's my brother's name. I'll call you Aaron, and then it stuck with you.
It stuck with me because every fucking person calls me
Yeah,
Aaron.
because we called Aaron. We introduced you as that.
Do any of you guys have nicknames? Like any
Yeah.
of you?
My dad called me Q Diesel.
Q Diesel.
Yeah. Or
you-
just be like Diesel.
Are you saying like childhood nicknames?
Yeah, like any nicknames.
Yeah,
I guess of any sort.
Booney, Beeve, and
I
Fat
still don't
Cheeks.
understand Booney.
Okay, so Daniel Boone was like an explorer
Yeah,
or a
yeah,
pioneer,
yeah.
and
The
then
raccoon
so,
hat, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and so
Well,
that's why
I
I
thought
had,
it was David Crockett.
well, he had one too.
Oh, okay.
The
But,
both of them?
yeah,
He established it first.
yeah, but I mean,
David Crockett's
that was
OG.
just a thing of the era. But my father's nickname was Daniel Boone too, or Booney, and then I'm a junior, so like every nickname or anything he ever got, I basically inherited too. So they called me Booney as a kid, and then or Boone, and then they called me Fat Cheeks because I had big cheeks. They called me Beeve because I had buck teeth.
Danny Boondocks Timbers.
Yeah, I mean that's why my gamer tag on Xbox is Booney.
Adam. On Halo.
Don't
Please
play
don't.
with you.
He doesn't. He won't play with
He
you.
won't play with anybody. He only plays on himself.
So wait, Quincy, why
Real
Diesel?
life facts.
Huh?
Why Diesel?
I have no idea what he called me that.
QQQ Diesel.
He's like Diesel.
Did you just pump the gas for
I
him
think
when you were
this
a
might
kid?
be for my football career, my brief football career.
Your football career.
Yeah.
Were you a running back?
I was linebacker in my early years when I was actually good. I was at the middle school, I became a lineman.
Okay.
Backup lineman. I got my spot taken by a white boy. Black History Month.
I love how you.
gotta be a
I love how
race
you hold that. Like,
It's always gotta be a risk.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
No, Quincy,
I feel
no,
like you
it
thought
doesn't
about that a
matter.
lot.
You were probably just a shitty football player.
Oof, there it is.
Black
There
History Month, Zack. Black History Month card.
Can't just-
now,
can't
Quincy,
talk about
I
it like
honestly don't. I don't think it's appropriate just to anytime Zach says something, you just say Black History Month.
I think it's appropriate. You guys dry chicken month in April.
Hey, I
Dry
make good
chicken.
chicken. I've confirmed. I make chicken not like white people.
How do white people make it?
Dry.
I don't know. I don't know. Zach puts ranch on his noodles and chicken.
Okay.
So
Hold on. Ranch.
ranch.
Dry.
Ranch.
No, I'm
better
dead
than
serious.
mayonnaise.
I'm dead serious. If you have like
Wait, why is mayonnaise
regular,
another option? Why are both your
I've
options?
never done mayonnaise. I
Why
hate
are-
mayonnaise.
Wait. This is not my. This is not. Mayonnaise is not my option. I hate mayonnaise. I'm just saying.
that's not true. You just said
No,
better than mayonnaise. So
I say it's better than mayonnaise
Which
because
means
white
you
people usually
had
eat mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
Quincy, have you ever?
I don't taste.
Wait.
I hate mayonnaise.
Quincy, have you ever seen Undercover Brother?
Yeah, that's where I got it from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's hey, I would like that with some mayonnaise. yeah.
Just,
When you say something about the part when he turned white, he like started acting white.
He says extra mayonnaise for me, please.
He actually ate the mayonnaise.
I hate mayonnaise.
It's
so much.
trash.
yeah.
No, but okay.
Just a
Yeah.
stereotype.
Please
you're
defend yourself,
ever-
Zach. Please.
in a situation either where you don't have like pasta sauce or anything and you're making noodles, put some ranch on it.
But here's the thing,
I've been
Zach.
eating that shit for
But
years.
Zach, you're not in the place where you need to do that.
Yeah, I am because I don't have any pasta sauce.
Yeah, but you can easily go out and get pasta sauce.
Why? I have ranch.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
You put
I'm
it
not
as
making.
something-
It's not
What
like
else
I'm
do you
making.
use ranch for? What else? Do you have ranch for anything else besides pasta?
I use it for like my tuna. I mix it with my tuna.
So instead, you can just get pasta sauce instead
No,
of buying
Aaron, I'm
ranch.
saying I ran out. Like,
Then why did you get
More.
ranch?
Why'd you have ranch? You just said you don't have a
for
reason
the
to have
purpose
ranch.
of when I ran out of pasta sauce.
So instead of getting extra pasta sauce,
No, because
got
you know
extra
how I
ranch.
do my meals and stuff. Because I go to Costco and I get enough for a month, and then once I'm
this
totally
is
out of
what-
So
everything.
you mean you in preparation for running out of pasta sauce, you have back
No.
You get why this funny, right?
I
You just have ranch setting or like a ranch backup reserve.
no.
Like,
I didn't
labeled.
buy the ranch just no.
Yeah, so please just continue defending yourself, Zach. I just really want to understand. So it's not that
It's
you.
just like an alternative you could use. It's good. Try
in-
it.
in all
I'm dead
fairness-
serious. It's not nasty or anything. It's good. Like,
In all fairness, I know we're ragging on Zach, but I would probably be the same with ketchup.
try it. You
Are
can
you
shit
telling
on
me
it all you
are you
want,
one of those people
but
that
you
put
can't
ketchup
really
on
talk
pizza?
unless
I've
you
had
do
ketchup
try it.
noodles before, and I love it.
You also put ketchup on your chips as well, right?
Oh yeah, if you get plain chips and you put ketchup on. I mean, if you're gonna eat fries with ketchup on it.
Yeah, I understand.
See, and
It's
some people
crazy
would
how
be
you
like,
look at
"That's
the job,
fucking
both have
disgusting."
trash
But
taste
no one
buds.
would say that, Zach. What you're
No,
saying right
no,
now.
but listen.
you
People
got
eat,
you haven't tried it yet.
Y'all
people-
both have trash taste buds,
people. Quincy, you eat a Salisbury steak every day.
and it's good as fuck.
It's banquets too. He ain't even making it.
I did make it. The microwave made it,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
But okay, like even ragging on
Quincy,
Zach.
do you cook?
No.
Yeah,
My mom didn't cook, so that damn sure ain't gonna cook.
And Zach does know how to cook. We do have to say that. Zach knows how to cook well.
these kids talk shit so much.
Everyone talks shit.
You mean everyone talks? Who the fuck uses ranch as pasta sauce? Don't talk about talking shit.
Hey,
sounds nasty.
In all fairness, Aaron, your tacos are dry as fuck.
Damn, he went
they-
came in the tacos.
they-
Hey,
they got no
hey,
seasoning.
I will not
Quincy.
tolerate any Aaron forthright taco slander.
Thank you.
The fuck? Hey, pour it in.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
why,
no,
why you
seriously.
gotta give me some?
No.
Hey, I condone it because what the fuck? Why haven't we done one yet?
Are you asking for a Taco Tuesday?
Broke.
Yeah.
Taco.
Where's
All
my
right,
damn
guys. This is
tacos?
actually.
We're in college. We
Hey,
all
this
broke.
this is actually
Yeah.
the first full announcement. There will be a Taco Tuesday. The
Confirmed.
week of St. Patrick's Day.
My nigga.
That's still a month away.
Yes,
Hey,
it is.
hey.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Zach,
that's still
unless
Taco
you
Tuesday?
contributed.
That's so far.
That's still
complain.
Taco Tuesday.
That's so far.
I know I missed Taco Tuesday. We have a whole semester of Taco Tuesday.
Yeah. So Taco Tuesday is this.
Explain
it's
Taco
kind
Tuesday.
of Taco
It's Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Everybody knows Taco Tuesday is. Everybody
If you
explain
don't know what
it.
a taco is, a taco is usually a combination of shredded beef, corn tortilla shell, and for the people that actually like a good taco, cheese and sour cream. But yeah, no. So yes, so Snapchat is a failing thing nowadays. Have you guys all dealt with the update recently?
Yeah,
That shit is garbage.
It is.
I've actually I messed around with Instagram a little, and now I'm going back to it as like my primary because Snapchat is just so.
convoluted and
So
I
trash.
don't understand why they thought it was simpler
I
to
don't-
make
I-
everything on one
page.
page.
I understand, but just like I don't want to watch
I don't
everyone's
understand.
story. And like sometimes I see people's story, but it's because I'm like stalking them. But like I'm like you know what I mean? Like,
No. No, I don't.
Actually, no.
Okay, really?
No.
So you don't look at people's stories that you don't actually talk to.
No.
Okay, if that's what you consider,
Really?
that's
I mean,
not
I
stalking.
do, but then I go.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I
Like,
wonder
you don't
what-
actually
who's
talk
this?
Then why would you call it stalking?
Look,
And I just
everybody
skip
goes
through
on
it, like,
social
I
media
don't
and
care.
stalks people. They do.
It's not stalking. It's just gazing.
Yeah, it's just exactly.
Yeah, stop calling it stalking.
It is stalking.
You gotta
You
use,
saying
you gotta
stalking.
use the
I'm
right
not saying
terminology.
putting a
stalking.
bad connotation on the
I'm
word.
not putting up. No, you're
I'm not
putting
saying
it-
stalking's bad, guys.
I'm not saying it in that
So
way.
stalking's
It's on
good?
social media. If you have your information out there, you're allowing other people to look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That was
It's
your point?
easily accessible. So if
Is that
someone
your
looks
point?
at it, it's not creepy.
But you worded it as stalking.
You worded it.
It's-
It's
That's
creepy
just the
thing.
way. I'm looking at people's information that I don't know about them. Stalking's just an
Stalking's
easier way of
different.
saying it.
How would
No,
you get them on?
stalking is different than just lurking.
Social
I
media.
think it's just but when I say stalking, you know exactly what I mean.
It's what you do apparently.
I do stalk people on social media easily.
So keep that in mind out if you're looking for predators.
Shut the fuck up.
Daniel
Chris Hansen's
Timbers.
coming
Mark.
in
Yeah,
today.
Daniel Timbers.
No, but yeah, it's just such a useless update.
I don't
and just-
understand.
I don't.
And then the other thing too is like I didn't even update the app. It just randomly.
But yeah.
They kind of snuck
Have
it
you
in.
have you seen on the stories page? It's you know how they have like the discovery page where it's like a bunch of like celebrity stories or
Yeah.
sponsored stories.
ads.
Some friends can like post stories
Yeah,
on
and
there
it's like
as
your
well.
top friend story
I don't
or
understand
something.
what that is.
I don't know.
Like,
I'm just like I'm done with
It's
Snapchat.
terrible.
is it like your
no,
most
but they-
popular friend?
They added some
really
cool stuff
screwed
with like the
up.
What are you
text
talking about?
and how you can
What,
add
your stories
stickers.
used to be?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What's that?
What
So-
the story used to be?
With some of the
They should
texting.
have just kept it like it was.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. They
Well, no, 'cause
fucked
they-
up the whole thing.
So they did like a cool. Here, I'll do an example.
No.
They-
I saw
He's
it.
taking a Snapchat.
Yeah, like you can do some really cool things with different kind of
Like, that's
text
cool.
now. You can add stickers to still the cutout, the
But she just
background.
did that. Should just left it there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying it's like a mini Photoshop, and that's why I enjoyed
It
about
is.
it for most part. But then they
But
added.
then they added, yeah. They just if they undo the,
It'll be fine.
yeah, it'll be fine.
It's just
I'll go back
these
to that.
companies try. I think they just were trying to take a risk with the UI and try to like change it because it has been the same UI for a while. But I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but
it's worked fine.
But I can even tell like views on my stories and stuff have gone down like half.
Exponentially.
Oh no, have
No,
views
but
gone
what
down
I'm
in
saying
your
is like
story?
people using the app.
Maybe Dan the Man's not Dan the Man
Yeah,
anymore.
I guess I'm just not who I used to be. Man.
He hit his
Something
peak a while
called
back.
we
hit
call
his
that your
peak.
Snapchat has become trash,
Oh, it hasn't.
garbage.
So would you say Instagram's the
Just funny, I
definitive
haven't even watched your stories.
photo
I'm going back
social
on,
media?
I'm going back in. Instagram actually has a cool feature where you can do time lapse videos too. which
Time.
is really
I
cool.
mean, they have a time lapse feature now.
Come on,
yeah.
Boomerang.
No,
No?
time
Oh.
lapse
What's that?
or
Going
not
slow?
time lapse. What's that like motion picture they do?
Movies.
Motion picture.
The
Stop frame. Stop frame. Stop motion.
Disney.
Yeah, like I
What do you
did a Valentine's Day one.
You just upload a series of photos.
No, you can do it like it has it just so you can keep clicking the photo.
Oh,
It's really cool. Yeah,
that's pretty neat. I don't know how many people are going to use that, but you know,
not a lot, but I mean, if you, it's
the
just a cool
bee's
feature to
knees.
have just in case.
Snapchat's mainly used for taking photos of yourself at a beach or
You
model
Hot
photos.
dog
Is that
legs.
like every?
Well, that's all I see.
Who
I
you
just started.
follow?
I actually just started Instagram this year as a New Year's revolution, and that's all I've seen so far. It's
Yeah, you on Instagram and you ain't liking my
So you
photos.
tell me
I
at
have not liked
midnight.
your photos.
At midnight, the clock strike 12 o'clock. You
That's
looked up
midnight.
and said, "I want an Instagram now."
No, actually, what happened is
That was your New
I
Year's
got home
resolution?
very drunk, and
I'm
I was
Brandon.
like, "Hey, what's that
I'm
one
gonna
thing
gram
Danny
this
kept
year.
telling me to make?" And,
Yeah.
and I was like, "I don't know." And they're like, "What is it?" I was like, "Instagram," and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's fun."
Yeah, a little
and I was
insight
like,
on
you know
that.
what? I'll do that.
Little insight on that freshman year.
What's the insight?
VCU Insight?
Sure.
Official
insight.
VCU Inside here.
Freshman year, you didn't want a Facebook.
Nope.
You didn't want a Twitter.
No.
You didn't want an Instagram.
Yeah, all
and,
them
and we
shits.
said, we said, yeah, come on, get one. We'll get one. And then we made a Facebook
No,
for
you
you.
said get one. No one else supported
Austin
you.
did too.
Okay, maybe I'll.
Yeah, okay, so that's two people, buddy.
Yeah, whatever.
And then we both did, and look at you now. Oh.
Okay.
And
Do
then
I have
if he gave
do
you-
I have a Twitter?
Fake for the grandma
think you do.
No, I don't have a Twitter.
Still drinking.
If we're gonna talk about Twitters, the only one who has a Twitter is actually the Soft Serve Podcast. We also have
We all have individual
an
Twitters.
Instagram
I have my own
page.
Twitter.
I don't
and-
go on mine.
We have a SoundCloud and YouTube. Look at that. We're little social media advocates. But no, I do not have a personal Twitter. I do have a Instagram account, and I have a Facebook page that was not made by me.
Let's talk about that soft serve social media.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We are getting more into taking photos of things on set and kind of our, semi-personal lives. We also have personal Instagrams and other accounts, so we usually have those. We'll probably put those out on maybe our SoundCloud or YouTube page at some point if anyone really feels
We can
inclined.
shout out all our
Yeah, we
stuff.
can shout out our
at
own
the end.
stuff.
But feel free to
Before we
follow
have-
us at Soft Serve. I think on Twitter.
It's Soft Serve
Instagram.
Radio on Twitter.
Yeah.
Sauce Sir Podcast on Instagram.
Follow us just to get updates and everything.
And Pod Squad on YouTube.
Yeah, and also, I mean,
Soft
we're
Serve
still
Podcast
early on, and
SoundCloud.
we're still new with topics and everything. But feel free if you want to comment on like YouTube or even send a text to one of us if you have our numbers, or just message our profile if you have any topics that you'd like to hear
Yeah.
or any questions or whatever. We are free to answer anything or to
Right.
talk about
And we like to
anything.
believe
One
we talk.
caveat: no trash topics, though.
Yeah, we like to believe we
no
talk
trash
about
shit.
a plethora of topics, and I
Very
think
good.
a placenta of things.
a placenta
A placenta
of things. Is this back to your bigger button debate?
No, I'm not
You
doing
just
that.
have really strange analogies, and I kind of just want to get to the bottom of them.
We'll
Like,
talk
where do
about
these come from?
The kryptonite of the dildo. That was a very good
That
canal.
was
How do you- how is that something-
That wasn't even,
How your
that's not even-
transitions?
That's not even. Yeah,
Your
they're-
transitions. I think each podcast you have something
I have a
significant.
professional trenches because I am actually a journalist.
Bro, you a terrible
So
journalist
kiss
then because of the
my
worst.
Black History Month ass.
I wish I can do like Control F on the amount of times you said Black History Month, just so when people are
Yeah,
listening,
can we get a
you know,
tally?
like, there's gonna be someone listening with their dad, and they're gonna be like, what
right.
when would they record this? And then Quincy's gonna say Black History Month. They're like, oh,
Aaron,
okay.
in all fairness,
No.
in all fairness, who the hell would say, "Hey guys, Soft Serve Podcast has a new episode. Let's go listen to it, Dad."
Well, I hope you guys would, huh? Look at me. That's a little shout out to the viewers.
Dad. Whoa. Whoa there, buddy. Hold your horses.
I'm sorry, this is Black History Month.
This is Black History Month.
Dad. See, this is the advantage. Disadvantage and advantage of knowing who's in this room and knowing people who don't know who's in this room.
Hey, I'd like to note that my dad was here for me. So, shout out Black History Month.
Yes, congrats, Quincy. Oh man, that's also a big thing. What are the big What?
Jeez.
Are you laughing?
How you try to transition from that?
Yeah. Yeah, you make it. You make it.
What a
You realize how hard you make it for transitions, right? It's not
You're welcome,
easy
dude.
for.
Black History Month. Support
shut
your
the hell up.
We have what's our next holiday? I guess our next big thing is spring
Saint
break.
Patrick's
Spring
Day.
break and then I guess
Spring
St.
break.
Patrick's.
We're going to NOLA, right?
We're not going to New Orleans.
Yeah, dude.
No one has
Island,
saved
bro.
money
Planned it.
in the
I'm broke as fuck. We can go to Nolans though.
We can go
I
to
ain't
Lady
paying for
Nolans.
gas.
We can go to
Yeah,
Lady
let's go to
Nolans.
Lady Nolans.
Can we actually? Yeah, we gotta
Spend
go
a
to
week at Lady
Nolans.
Nolans.
If you guys want to go to Lady Nolans for a whole week, we can
We're gonna
be
do.
there all week.
They're like, you
Y'all
have
can
not
take
paid your tab yet. We're like, we'll get it.
Hey, we'll get
For those
there.
who don't know,
We'll get
Lady
there.
Nolans is the bar in Richmond.
Yeah, it's
Great
actually
bar,
they
really
serve
cool.
New Orleans cuisine.
Them
and
fried.
Do we have someone coming? Oh, and Austin
hey.
Chips Minus
Austin
is just
is here.
into the building.
Austin has just joined us.
This is Superman fan 66.
That's funny
Yeah,
because
here he
Danny.
is.
Oh shit.
He's someone actually
threw a
decided.
shot at you earlier in the
Yeah.
podcast.
Someone actually didn't
About
get you a
Superman
chair. And speaking of Quincy, you brought up a good point. It is Black History Month,
And somebody needs a chair,
and someone needs a chair.
and I think Zack should get the chair.
I think you should get the chair.
Why should I get the chair?
Well, as previously stated,
Zach, you're the closest to the door right now. So
Actually, I'm not. That's a lie. I'm in the back left corner.
Well,
the
actually,
the back right.
Since it's Black History
Quincy's
Month, I'm
actually closest
invisible.
to the door.
I'm invisible since it's Black History Month. So.
yeah, Zach.
What if-
I think.
okay.
Wait, hold on.
What-
you do
what?
not get superpowers for the fact that it is Black History Month. It is not like Heroes, where the moon appears
Are you kidding me?
in every black
What's coming out this
person.
Friday?
don't.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Because we're
Yeah.
not talking about. No.
We're not talking about it. I'm saying what's coming out this Friday. Superhero movie. Yeah.
Okay, so
Hi, it's Cinco de Mayo. All Hispanics have laser beams.
no, so
Then wait, do I have powers all the 11 other months?
You do. It's called
You
white
won't share mine
privilege,
with
buddy.
us. Share mine.
jeez, gonna establish
Talking
that right
there, 'cause
away.
it's like it's not picking us up.
But yeah, so actually what coming out this weekend is Black Panther. My mom actually said, "Hey, I'm giving you money so you can see this movie."
That's cool.
Wow.
That's how you know what my family is like. They want me to see Black Panther that
You
bad.
know your family from your middle name.
I'm not. We're not
You
going to
know
talk
what's the interesting thing
family.
about that?
Oh, here we go.
You're not going to be able to see the audience in the movie theater.
And we're gonna cut this out.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's. I don't want to go. I honestly do not like commentators in movies. As much as it like.
Are you talking about people who talk during the movie?
Yes.
Oh, I hate when people talk during the movie, but I can. I remember I could see Black Panther.
I just like it's sold out. One for the local theater actually has it sold out.
Yeah,
and
bow
it's
tie
just
sold out.
and it's just absurd. to
You
just,
know what
like-
that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at Michael B. Jordan.
Damn, daddy.
Have you known people who talk were both black?
Yeah.
Just saying.
We're just gonna
All jokes here for sensitive
really
people.
gotta establish that. You can't call yourself Neapolitan Squad. One, if you're not. What is it from Naples?
I don't think we ever
And
actually
two, if you're
explained
not-
Neapolitan Squad
As a name?
or like even this whole soft server.
Is this our origin story?
I don't know if we can go back.
Flashback music.
No, but yeah. Well, okay. I think originally Neapolitan refers to people from Naples.
yeah,
But for us-
the people from Naples, Italy. It's like Neapolitan.
They're considered Neapolitan, but Neapolitan also is an ice cream type with the flavors chocolate, I think French vanilla originally, and strawberry. And so the original, I guess you could say, founding members, the founding fathers,
The founding fathers,
or
founding
consisted of-
daddies. I think that sounds a little better.
Did you birth
For context, at this moment, I was in my room playing 2K.
and that started out with Danny, Austin, and myself. This is Aaron.
Each of us being
Each of us being our own flavor of the ice cream.
Yeah, so I am actually chocolate, and Danny was,
I was vanilla.
and Austin,
It all was strawberry,
and we were like, yeah. So
and it was entirely based on race. How we
It's
how we
entirely a racial
ascribed
thing.
these.
That's actually how
we
our power
won't
dynamic
hide from
works.
it, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
this
all
was,
racial.
this was before 2016 when it used to be funny to be a little racist, but,
Everyone's a little bit racist.
but now
forbid?
nowadays.
no,
Zach, watch them. It's them. You know what month it is, dog?
But
Then,
I think after
Actually, no,
that,
no. What month is it again?
after we've
Black Panther month.
we've grown as a
Oh
group,
yeah, that's right, Black Panther.
each of us has grown into a different role. Zach
what do you,
and Quincy,
what do you mean by role?
like as a different position in Neapolitan Squad or the whole Sunday?
Yeah, everyone has their own ingredient. Like,
Okay, yeah.
like we say that Zack is the cherry on top,
Mhm.
and remember, we had whipped cream, but it melted.
Does whipped cream melt?
I don't.
Ours did.
Oh, it does. It does.
Yeah,
It
it
gives it over time.
It
Just
gets
in there.
liquid.
And then we have Quincy, who is our fudge. You know, the hot fudge.
I'm the
dressing.
fudge now, okay? Because I'm dark in the air somehow.
Hot fudge.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you're darker
Like
than
the hot.
me.
Aaron, we're the same complexion.
Are we?
Yeah, you pretty much are.
I've been known to be a roasted caramel.
I've been known
You're
to
not
be-
a roasted caramel.
Let
If
me tell
anything,
you-
you're a
let me tell
roasted
you,
fucking
buddy.
milk dud.
Man, let me tell you, if anyone hears caramel, that's gonna be me, buddy.
You're not
I don't know,
caramel.
it's-
You're like fucking
Bro, it's
burnt
winter.
vanilla.
It's winter, bro.
Which means you're.
Give me till summer. Give me till summer.
Why? You don't turn darker. You don't even
Yes,
go
I do. Are
outside
you
in the
kidding?
summer.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was a false statement. He's like a nature boy. He like climbs on trees. I don't want to say like a monkey because
When's
we're
the
not gonna
la-
compare it to a monkey.
Oh my god!
It's true.
When's the last time you've been out to Bell or anything like that?
Belle Isle is barely even nature.
It's outside.
Bro, there's a bridge going right over it.
Belle Isle is concrete and water.
Yeah, so... Yeah, that's not too much of a nature
path,
walk.
though.
Yeah, there's
path.
woods. There's
there's
woods
woods.
there.
We call it the marijuana path.
No, why is it the marijuana path?
Because all I've ever done is smoke weed in those forests.
Disclaimer:
Uh,
somebody smokes pot in this podcast.
this podcast is actually recorded in the year that weed is legalized.
It's 2045.
Coming at you live from the future.
We have Trump's robot as president.
Oh God, man, I can't wait till the near
deal.
distant future.
Big
Where,
Millie
Deals.
Bobby Brown from Stranger Things is president.
I can't wait till the future where everyone's decided by the voice, and that's how our
The
presidents
voice?
are chosen.
Well, the show.
Yeah, the voice.
Adam Levine's gonna be still be a host, right?
Yeah, Christina Aguilera comes back.
And Blake Shelton with Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, there we go. Would you allow celebrities to pick our president?
God fucking no.
Celebrities are already our president, so who cares now?
That's what I'm saying. Like at this point,
Hey, if Kim K was our president,
no, no.
tight pantsuits, dog. We are a little bit
She is
misogynistic.
eligible to be a president, right?
Who?
Kim Kardashian.
No.
If she's old enough, yeah.
She's older than 35, right?
Yeah.
she's
She's
not
a U.S. born.
Who will vote for her?
I mean, I don't know for
I
a
think
fact.
Who's gonna vote for Kim Kardashian?
She's not
Are you
U.S.
kidding me?
born.
Do you see her fan base?
That whole
They're
fucking-
all
that
under
whole
18.
Family's just like cancer.
I
Who's
think
under 18?
no. I don't think
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, they're not.
Most of them are.
There's people our age that like her. Easily.
God help us all.
Yeah, people eat
I
that
don't
shit
think she'd
up.
win at all. I don't know. People care about policy ideas. She would, unless she like came forward with like some ideas, then maybe people would listen to her. But I think most likely people would just laugh her off.
All I'm
I
saying,
don't think she's like as immune to. I don't know, it's hard to fucking explain how like you could, Trump could at this point Trump could fucking do anything and like he's never gonna lose his supporters.
But what I'm
But
saying
like
is
Kim K, I feel like I feel like people like want a reason to fucking hate her.
But people said the same thing about Trump.
But Trump said
They
grab
said
about the pussy and
Trump will
Kim
never
K has a
win.
sex tape out. So
You're saying Kim K should run?
They said he's a celebrity. He could never win. He doesn't have any.
Yeah, but
background
that's the difference between like all like the huge sections of the American people, like poor middle class American people that voted for Trump, they idolize him because he represents what they aspire to be. They're like, oh, he's a wealthy rich dude, he must be doing right. He must know the right answers.
And Kim K isn't rich.
But that's what I'm saying. It's difficult to say that those people that had respect for Trump because he was rich would have that same respect for Kim Kardashian because you have to add in the added layer of misogyny.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
She was
I
actually.
can see that, but hey, it's a new woman president.
She was
so
born also in Los Angeles, California, so she is eligible to be president.
eligible.
There you go. Kim K can be our president.
Kanye West is the first man.
if this happens, Danny,
Is
this
that
is your fault.
What would that? What
My
would?
fault.
Speaking of which, we knew Hillary Clinton was running. What
First
would
gentleman?
Bill Clinton have? Was it first gentleman?
I would
they
believe
said.
so.
So I think yeah.
First gentleman? Yeah, that sounds better than first man.
Yeah, first man is like that's like.
I thought it'd be
best
first
man.
penis.
I feel like
Adam,
It wouldn't be first penis.
bro, Adam, my bro.
First
dude.
dick.
first dick. Yeah, I could go for that.
There already been a dick in the office, isn't it?
Has there been a Richard Nixon?
Cheney.
There we go. Richard Nixon.
Richard
You're
Nixon
right.
has
Oh.
been.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dick Cheney was president. Remember that?
He was vice president.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
want
I mean, yeah.
semantics aside, yeah. But
Well, Bush was playing with toys at the
Hey, he thought it was a deer.
desk. Yeah.
he has paintings now. Isn't that what he's doing now? He's a retired painter, George Bush.
Yes, he does.
He does. George W.
He
Bush
actually paints the covers of rap albums.
I would imagine after
I would
being a
love
president that taking on art would be a de-stressor big time.
I mean, they say
Obama
you
would be a
age like
model.
20 years, right? Have you seen
Yeah.
Obama versus
4 years?
2008
Oh my God.
for 2000? Like,
Obama's hair got gray as fuck.
oof, so bad. That's like if I think high stress jobs, I think one of the things I think brain surgeon or like surgeon and president are like two that.
JFK before and after pics.
Yikes.
Oh,
And we have an assassination joke.
Man, we're just really. We talked about this the first episode. We really want to get into the bare back, the raw dog of who we are, and if we're gonna establish that, I mean, why not?
Uncover Cookiegate 2018.
Oh, it's time for
There we go.
Cookiegate.
It's time to bring out Cookiegate. Danny, do you have some words to say?
Uncover Cookiegate. Okay, so how are we gonna start getting into Cookiegate?
I got you. Hold on. Let me introduce this topic. Okay, so we're all asleep at night, right? We wake up in the morning. We have a text on our group chat from Danny Timbers that came at 1:23 a.m. And it read, hold on, let me search this up. I gotta read this exactly right. Okay, somebody fill in the time with me.
No, we can just pause
Dude,
it.
there's
we
been
just-
like
yeah, you're
100
good.
text messages in the group chat since then. You're never gonna find this.
I'm gonna find it, dude.
This group chat also is just the most
Convoluted
ridiculous.
as fuck. When was it? Last week?
Yeah.
Like, was it a Monday?
See, the problem with our group chat is that we'll have a day where we don't say anything. Like someone will be like,
There it
"Hey
is.
guys, oh, here we
Danny,
go."
aka Mark, Running Man emoji, smoke. Who ate my cookies and then left the empty box in the cabinet? That shit's disrespectful. Now, me being who I am and knowing who he is, I felt a little too much aggressive for Danny because he's not normally a passive aggressive motherfucker. So
Well,
for him to come direct like that was very odd.
Okay,
so
well-
I replied, "Did we solve Cookiegate
Let the man
yet?
speak, Danny.
Somebody
Golly.
add Cookiegate to the topics for the next episode." So we're gonna talk about Cookiegate.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. I normally won't be that aggressive, but if I'm hungry at 1 a.m. and I'm going out for some cookies and there's if there's an empty box of my cookies in there, which I did not eat, I'm going to be pissed off.
An
So-
empty box of cookies with a pack of cookies sitting outside of them behind the box in the cabinet.
There was not a pack when I searched.
There was.
The cookie was placed.
I don't know. That tone was too aggressive for some cookies.
Yeah, Danny, you
Looks
seem-
like some
you seem pretty
underlying
upset.
emotions there.
Okay, well, one of my pet peeves is someone eating my food.
Right? Yeah,
That's
that is
one of my
actually
biggest
a
pet
big
peeves.
establishment that Danny would
So
like.
that at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm hungry and I have specific taste for
You
Oreos.
should have looked harder.
Ooh,
True.
bold statement.
But okay, so sure. So say there is a supposed Oreo pack there, and the next day both Austin or Zack, one of them told me, "Hey, there was a cookie right there the whole time. You should have looked harder." I said, "Okay," so I take it. So that cookie box has a different expiration date than the one on the box, which was kind of like oh, that's kind of weird, but all right. So I'll still take the cookies. That following week, the rest of that week, and even coming up to today, I kept finding Oreo wrappers throughout the house. Now, I can tell you this with the actual box of cookies itself. I know I did not eat all the cookies in them because every I only ate them every once in a while, but every time I came back to the cookie box, I knew there were some missing. So I knew that somebody was taking my cookies in the first place. But then when I didn't find them, I was like, okay, so someone definitely took the last box. And then after that, when I kept finding around in the house, then at first I thought Austin took the cookie and then he replaced it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But then after that, I think Zack and Austin collaborated and they put cookie wrappers around the house in different places. I found them in the lid of the Pam spray. I found them in one of my sculptures. One of the sculptures I created for my class, it was stuffed in there. One day I found, here's a picture right now. There's a bag on my door with cookies in them. The wrapper is not included. It's just Oreo cookies inside of them. So I know that there was a collaboration with this at one time or another. Because Zack, even if Zack did not steal them himself, I knew
Wait,
That-
you're saying it was me?
No, I'm saying you egged it on. Once you realized that it was something I was upset about, you and Austin talked and said, what can we do to piss him off more? And in that case, you guys ended up putting more
So
rappers.
Quincy, I think what we're going to do right now is we're going to work as a jury. We're going to let these people debate
Yes, I
over
have one
Cookiegate for a
question,
bit.
though.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
one
sure,
question,
go ahead.
Danny. So you live with Austin and Zach.
Yes.
Me and Aaron are also in this group chat. So my question is, why did you address it as who? As if me and Aaron could have been the ones that ate the fucking cookies.
I
Now,
do-
you
I would
know,
like to
if I
know
eat
that.
your shit, like I always eat Zach shit, and I show him eating this shit in his face.
Now, here's the thing.
Well, I allow you to.
Aaron
You
doesn't.
ask.
Aaron never
do
eats
ask.
my shit. That's a fact. Quincy, you do eat my shit, and it's almost always tortillas. But when you do, you announce it to me,
Yeah.
and you say, "I don't give a fuck. I'll eat your shit."
I eat right in your
always say-
face.
So if I were to text you at 1:00 in the morning and say, "Who ate the fuck ate my cookies?" You would say, if it was actually you, I would believe you would say, "It's me. Get over it."
In those exact words.
Would you exactly? Okay, so that leaves me to leave it as either Austin or Zach, the two roommates.
Anyone have a case for himself?
Well, my response to that question, if you had eaten my cookies, would have been, what cookies are you talking about?
So you're saying you don't know?
It
about
wasn't
cookies.
until I checked the cabinet later that I saw that that pack of cookies there. Oreo
Oh.
cookies.
So
They were in like the back of because
Right.
there was in that cabinet there was the box that I guess he had his cookies in, and then there was my big box of oatmeal, and then behind my box of oatmeal was a pack of Oreo cookies.
Confirmed.
so who
Both
ate
of
these
us saw it.
cookies?
No one ate the cookies. They
Danny
somehow
ate the
got out
cookies.
of the box.
Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar?
It doesn't seem like anyone did.
So okay, so
I don't understand.
so
what
let's give
the
this
problem is here.
situation.
Yeah,
I think Danny misplaced his own fucking cookies.
I think you just misplaced your cookies.
I would
dude.
never leave an empty box in the cupboard.
That is true. He also
I
has a
would
big thing
never.
about throwing
If you
away.
didn't know it was empty. That's
But I
what I'm saying. If the last time you checked
Okay.
the box, if the cookies were in there, and then at some point between the last time you saw it and when you saw it, when it was empty, the cookies fell out. I could have knocked the fucking box over when I was getting my big ass thing of oatmeal out of there and not noticed that they fell out.
But if they fell out, then the box would have to be knocked over. But the box was straight up.
Yeah, I probably knocked the box over and then just
So
Put it-
so
set it
let's
back
say in
on
this
its head.
instant, initially, let's say nobody stole the cookies in the first place.
I would assume no one
Then
did.
afterwards, someone was planting evidence to provide that they did.
well,
I
that
think-
person was probably just reacting to how you came at everybody about the cookies. They probably just thought it would be funny to mess with you.
Yeah, you're pretty easy to
You
mess with.
seem pretty
Because you kind of
sincere about that.
overreacted.
I seem pretty sincere. Well, I live with you, and I've watched you text us every time you found a rapper, and I've watched you react to finding the rappers, so I can just intuit what's going on from seeing your reactions.
So you're saying you had no affiliation with it?
None whatsoever, other than finding the cookies in the cabinet the day that you said that somebody took your cookies out of the box.
See, if you would have just
So that only leaves one person. Then.
Danny, if you would have just
I
stepped
mean-
out the room, addressed your two roommates who were the only ones that could eat the cookies, and not sent that aggressive ass 1 a.m. text message.
It's 1:00 in the morning. I'm not going to knock on the doors.
Danny.
I don't think I was home that.
Oh, okay. All right, well, then, excuse me. I misspoke.
And at that point, I also didn't know if it was either Quincy or Aaron.
Why
you
would
two
I
as well.
eat your fucking
Well,
Oreos?
I don't believe you. I didn't know if it was Quincy either.
Black History Month, dog. I don't do anything out of the ordinary on Black History Month.
So
I
so
don't
what's
steal
the
on
what's
Black
the end
History
game
Month.
here? What's the,
Well,
the issue?
who's planning evidence? False evidence.
I don't know.
Why would they tell you that? I think it's funnier that you're disturbed by it.
Oh, no, it's Cookiegate. We're
false
solving the
evidence.
We're
scandal
not solving it. I think it's funnier it goes unsolved.
I plead the fifth.
What makes it false
think
evidence?
because if no one if you're saying that no one actually stole my cookies, then someone leaving a bunch
I
of
think
cookies
you're
will-
senile.
No, I'm saying. No, I'm saying
think
the
you-
rappers and all that. I don't think that was
Oh,
to
yeah,
cover
I
up
don't-
the first
yeah,
one.
I'm not actual evidence. I'm just saying it as a term.
Oh, okay. I was just confused by what you were asking.
Yeah.
I think you fell asleep and you just forgot that you ate the last one, or the last one fell out.
I have a
you
theory.
You assume that we stole the last
I
one.
have a theory, guys.
What's your theory, Quincy?
I made this whole Cookiegate shit. I created this name. So I
the
think Danny
conspiracy
took it
theorist.
and ran with it. I think he planted those fucking
This is
Oreo
for,
rounds.
Danny actually
I think
sent
he planted
us.
all
This is
that
content
shit.
for him.
Danny
This is
actually-
all
See,
a scheme by Danny.
You sent a series of Snapchats after this had started.
Exactly.
as
This
if
is
you
why
were
I
that
think
shit
it
up.
was him.
He was eating that shit up.
You were just using
Look
this
at
as
him. He's so
popularity.
caught.
Wait.
Wow.
Have you guys ever
No.
seen the?
It's confirmed. You
have you ever
started this.
No, have you ever seen American?
You are Cookiegate.
Have you ever seen American Scandal? Whatever on Netflix.
It's American Vandal.
Vandal. Yeah, whatever.
We're all American scandals.
I like that.
This is the real American Scandal.
Yeah, really. I understand that point because Zack even brought that up to me, but I think Zack planted all the other rappers just to tick me off. No, I still think Zack and Austin
Who
worked
put
together.
the rapper in the egg carton? That was definitely you, Danny.
No,
that was definitely
it was
you.
not me. I swear on my mother's life, I did not plant any of those rappers.
That
that's
is
serious.
a bold claim.
Zach, you do have a bit of a poker face.
Zack
over
is
there.
also a terrible liar, and you can see him smiling right now.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah,
He does. He doesn't laugh.
exactly.
Zach has a bad
But
tell.
listen.
Austin knew about the whole thing. If he did not plan it, I believe.
course I knew about the whole thing.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
Because
but then,
I'm smart and follow what's going on. But that doesn't mean I was behind it.
yeah, you're just an easy dude to pull like the wool over. It's just that's how it is, dude.
I just don't like when people eat my food.
I wish I would ate those damn cookies.
Now you're
No
just
one
making people
ate your
want
food.
I know they didn't.
to. That's the saddest thing. That you're upset
Then why
over
are we
nothing.
having this conversation?
Now
Because
that,
you
now that
said
Danny
let's
has
make
said the
cookie.
words, I know that no one ate my food, I want everyone to listen to what I have to say for a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Closing statement.
I ate Danny's Oreos.
I know.
Wait.
So, no, listen to what I have to say.
I'll tell you how I knew,
No,
too.
So, I ate Danny's Oreos. Then,
Came in with another bag the next day.
then Danny sent the text message. I was on my way back from class, and then I ran into Zach, and I was like, and I actually Danny was in the kitchen when I walked in, and I had the pack
the
of
bag of
Oreos,
Oreos in the
that
bag
I-
from 7-Eleven.
that I just
Yep,
bought
I
from
knew it.
7-Eleven, and then I put the thing in the cabinet after he left, and then I said to Zach, dude, what's Danny fucking yelling at us about? There's a pack of Oreos in there.
Yeah.
And then Danny texts us saying, the pack of Oreos have a different expiration date than the box. And so then I went, okay. So I went to 7-Eleven, bought 2 more packs of Oreos, put one in the carton of eggs, and then, actually, no, I just bought one, and no, hold on, I'm misremembering.
Okay.
I did not put a new one in the carton of eggs. The one that was in the carton of eggs was the original wrapper from the original stolen, and that's why when Danny found it, he said it has a different expiration date than the one in the cabinet. And the reason it had and it also had a different expiration date than was on the box. The box says May, the one that was stolen says June. So Danny's logic was incorrect, even though he was correct
Zach,
in thinking that
Zach,
it was.
did you know about this?
Yeah, because I ate some of his Nutter Butters.
Exactly.
And then the cookies that were on the door were from the packs that were found in the.
For our listeners out there, Danny looks
sculpture and
absolutely
the-
distraught.
So just
He's just.
But for the record, let us
heartbroken.
say Danny did admit, I knew no one ate my cookies.
Yep, he did say that first.
Also, for the
So
record, originally I knew everything was right.
That's
But
not
then
true.
we convinced
Alright,
you.
yeah. Well, then we told you everything, and now you can't just say like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I
you-
knew it the whole time."
Yeah, Danny,
Yo.
you just had to admit your fault, man. You believed
Cookiegate?
them.
Solved.
Cookiegate has been solved, and
It has.
It was me the whole time.
it was. I would say this gate is better than Watergate.
Danny's like the Scooby Doo villain.
Fuck Watergate. Watergate's trash anyway.
I could have gotten away with it too.
I guess impeachment is just a terrible gate to have.
Damn, Danny. Damn.
That's just sad, dude.
You got duped like a motherfucker.
You got duped, man.
You got.
Cookiegate. In Black History Month.
The truth is out there. I actually made a.
What
picture
was
for
that? The Hunger Games?
you make artwork
Did
for
you
Oh,
just,
that was the Hunger Games. That's
you
what-
just made the
I went to
Hunger
do an
Games.
X-Files.
Next 2 franchises.
Oh God, dude. Dead franchises.
Are they dead now?
I also ate one of the chips.
Would you
Ahoys.
say that there? You really made a Cookiegate image.
That shit, nice.
The truth is out there.
It is out there.
That's
We
gotta
found
be
it
the
today.
episode.
We did find the truth today.
Yeah,
Truth is out
we
there.
did.
And the bag of Oreos that was on the door, I ran. So we were all hanging out one night, partying at our apartment, and Aaron slept on our couch, and
Oh, that was that night?
I woke up, came out there the next morning, and I was like, Aaron, what the fuck is this? Aaron, look. And I was like holding the bag of Oreos in my hand, and Aaron's like, oh my God, Austin. Oh my God.
I remember that.
And then I ran over and when Aaron wasn't looking, I ran over and put the bag on Danny's door and then ran back in my room. Yeah, everything was me.
That's fucking hilarious.
I put the pack inside your sculpture while we were all hanging out there. And then somebody knocked over the sculpture and it fell out and it was perfect. And then I was like, hey, Danny, somebody knocked over your sculpture. I don't know how to pick it back up. And then that's when he went over and noticed it.
I remember you walking in the door with cookies in the bag, but I didn't know for sure if it was because I didn't see them in the cabinet, so I knew I couldn't call you out on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like one of those things where I'm like, I know it's Austin. I know it's Austin. But like I couldn't.
But then I convinced you that it wasn't.
Because I couldn't blame you on evidence that I didn't actually have.
Wow.
This is the American judicial system.
Actually,
It is the American judicial system.
I'm free.
to add some chocolate chips into the Cookiegate,
If the glove doesn't fit,
when I stole the original cookies, it wasn't for me to eat them.
what do you mean?
They were for Kate.
Oh, that's sweet.
She wanted a snack.
Well, yeah,
And
actually,
I didn't have any snacks, and I felt bad, and so I stole Danny's last pack of Oreos.
Austin, speaking of which, we had actually...
And then started a whole conspiracy.
we were first brought in...
So this is the friend group.
I'm so glad I instigated this. You're welcome.
we were talking about Valentine's Day and New Year's resolutions. Do you have any... you want to...
Oh, New Year's resolutions?
Those are two different topics.
Two
Do you
different
want to narrow it down?
I think...
We were talking
Let's start. Let's do resolutions. See, Danny's
Oh,
right
my New
after
Year's
being distraught.
yeah.
I never said mine either.
My biggest
No
New
one
Year's
cares about yours
resolution this year was just to be more organized.
Okay.
And just because the past years I've just been so all over the place trying to do so many different things at once. I can still do all those things at once. I just got to manage my time better, manage myself better. And I'm also trying to just be calmer, not be so stressed out, be less angry. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, definitely. I can understand the anger part.
I've been doing pretty well this year thus far. Got 10 more months to go.
Yeah, yeah. As do I. So completely
And
understand
then life after that.
that. Life after that. Are you guys all prepared for life after that yet?
No.
No. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Life after what? College?
Life after college, man.
I am not prepared. But I will be in like a month.
Yeah,
I gotta start applying for jobs.
that senioritis hits in, man.
It's already hidden. I fucking hate doing papers now.
You guys remember?
I used to like writing. I used to like my creative writing classes. Now I hate them all.
Do you remember high school senioritis? Did it hit you guys bad?
Oh, that
at
was
all?
garbage, dude. I used to skip class. I had a fourth block. I used to skip it all the
I
time.
had senioritis freshman year of high school. But I was
No, it doesn't count until senior year though.
no.
Yeah, I was always hanging out in like the music wing, and so I would skip classes and go in the fucking catwalk above the auditorium, and I would just hide there. I would just hang out up there. My friend and I filmed a whole lightsaber battle up there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah, apparently kids
fuck trigonometry. I never wanted to go to that class.
kids actually hid in the ceiling tiles of my high school.
What?
In between
How
break.
bad can your school
You
be?
can, okay, so the bathrooms they have their stalls, but the ceilings are really short, so you can climb the stall, pop into a ceiling tile, and just hang up there for like hang out, and people just like hang out there and like drink or whatever, and just in the ceiling tiles.
Oh, I bet people definitely banged
I don't imagine you can bang on a ceiling
and
tile
then fall
efficiently.
in through another ceiling tile.
Nice and slow,
sounds fun.
gentle.
No,
Get expelled.
I don't think
End of story.
there's a way to be gentle on top of ceiling tiles. They break all the time. We have a building for theater, the Schaefer Street Playhouse, and those ceiling tiles collapse.
Yeah, that building's a death trap.
It's a death trap. So I don't think you could do that, Danny.
You
But
hear me, VCU?
I will
That
issue
building's a death trap.
I will issue a challenge. If you can successfully do it, I will give you $100.
If you can find me a woman willing and able to do that, then I will take on that challenge.
I guess you're never getting that money.
That's that.
But yeah, okay, Danny. Did you want to do your resolutions then? Since we so allegedly skipped you.
No, well, I mean, to be honest, it was a little more like yours.
Wear your past hat more.
Fast hat more. I am wearing hats more often. That's just because I'm growing my hair.
He
out.
actually has his fast hat on, which we'll
Danny
probably
Fast,
talk about
yeah.
briefly.
No, mine was to do more me. Like I'm just trying to like, I don't know, have fun and like I want to actually go out more and not have to. And like, no offense to y'all, but like, I don't want to have to depend on friends more. I just want to be able to like go out and have my own group of people to associate with and talk to and kind of branch out in that atmosphere.
AKA wants new friends.
Yeah, that's essentially
Yeah, it
what
sounds
he
like
said.
what you're saying is
Fuck
branching out.
all of us. He said, fuck everybody in this room.
Listen, I like you guys,
I'm
but
sick and
I
tired
wanna,
of you guys. And,
I want to go out. And I
want other
I want
people
other
to tell
people in
me
my
I'm
life.
cool.
It's not you, it's
All you guys
me.
do
He's
is
got
eat
fucking
my
ether
fucking
by
cookies.
then.
Yeah, actually, yeah, fuck you guys. You eat my
Are you
cookies.
are
so
you breaking
fucking-
up with us? Is that what you're saying?
We got
Danny,
fucking
this is a
Cersei
full
by then.
It's
announcement.
not you. It's me.
It is you.
No, just kidding. No, I love you guys. You know that. But I'm saying, like, I don't want to have
Aw.
to rely on the same group of people to do everything, you know?
Okay.
Because, I mean,
I feel like you have branched out though. I feel like you have
yeah,
in your
and, that,
friend
and
groups.
that's the goal. I mean, it is senior year, so we're all going to branch out in different ways, you know?
Not really. I don't want to meet anyone new.
Oh,
Are you saying
Wow.
we're going to be the only friends you have for the rest of your life?
I'd like it to be that way.
I wouldn't
wow.
be
That
sad
actually,
if that's how it was.
That's pretty deep. Fuck.
I'm
yeah.
down,
Shout out
too.
to Zach Money right now.
Fuck
Well,
new friends.
I mean, I'm all about
just talking about
meeting new
realistically.
people, but
Yeah, I ain't trying to be, like, friends
Are
with
those
new people, like,
relationships
if
going
I-
to be as
Talking about, like,
close and
coworker
meaningful
friends, like,
as,
those kind of
you know,
people?
the ones we've had?
I don't know. I just don't think that I could develop the level of relationship that I have with you guys with other people.
It's
like,
too-
like,
yeah,
like
it's hard.
And any other group of people or other people like throughout the time we've been at college where I've tried to expose myself to them in the way that I expose myself to you guys,
It's not the same.
people are totally turned off.
I can get that.
To me, so it, like I just when I look forward at my life ahead, I'm like, you know, as long as I've got these guys and they accept me,
I would say.
then it doesn't suck so bad
Think
that the
about
rest
your
of the world
parents,
doesn't.
Danny.
You know?
How many of your parents have gone to college and have friends from college
Well,
still?
none of my
None of my
parents
parents
went
went
to
to
college.
college.
so-
My dad went to college afterwards.
yeah, so
after
that-
that,
well,
after the Navy.
But what I'm saying is, like, well, I need to think for a second because I'm about to stutter the hell out of my words.
My mom went to college, actually. I forgot. She did go to college. She got a whole degree.
My mom, I think.
Sorry, mama.
I'm saying we've known each other, Aaron and Austin and I for almost 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Zach I've known since elementary school, so I'm not even gonna doubt that. And then Quincy I've known for 2 years now. So this has been for 2 years. When we get out of college and we're starting our own lives and we're being our own independent people, and we might know other people for 7 years. I mean, of course, we're always going to be a friend group, but I'm saying, like, there's going to be other opportunities where we're going to meet people and develop friendships when we're
I'm
not
just afraid
seeing
of
each
that.
other.
Yeah.
I think it's just
if I'm being completely, perfectly honest, like, I guess I was nervous when I came to college about meeting people and making friends, but not as nervous as I am about like leaving college and then being like, and making adult friendships afterwards because because it was just so difficult to find. Not difficult, but it
was a complex process.
it was so rare
Yeah.
in college to find relationships with other people where I could be as open with who I am. And you guys really, you four are the only people
Well, I think
that I've
that's
experienced that.
That's the difference between friends and best friends. Best friends don't have to talk to each other every day. I mean,
Nope.
some of the closest friends I have now, I might catch up with once every 6 months, and you catch up maybe even a day. You talk, text or something. Hey,
Straight
how are you doing?
laughs.
Good, great, okay. Talk to you in 6 months,
Yep.
and that's all you need because you don't need that catch up time or anything like that.
Because
And
you never lost time, really.
Exactly. You know, I mean, you don't need to talk to your friends every day. I mean, it's fun when you do to hang out with them and stuff, but like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it might be different for men too,
it's a
because I
relationship.
know
You guys
men-
are a commitment.
But I don't think that
I
it's
like
gonna be
attention.
like in high school I had friends, but I didn't have best friends.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't anything like the friendship that I have with you guys. So, you know, in the next 10, 15 years after college, I don't expect to talk to you guys every fucking day, but I expect to like every now and again get in touch and like catch up and at least have a conversation to, you know, remind myself that, you know, of the past we had and
Yeah. Well,
the friendship that we
I
have.
won't talk too much about this because it'll probably be more of a private conversation between us. But I suggested that we have
I was gonna say that.
Neapolitan squad or a soft serve reunion year or a holiday.
Every name of our radio. We're officially, you know.
You can shut the hell up for a moment. And then I'm saying we could have a holiday one day a year. We all decide to meet up and do the same tradition every year.
I thought we were all gonna get farmland at some point.
Yeah, 40s.
It should be
40 hands.
Oh.
But we need to pick a
40
date.
old 40
I mean,
hands.
we
That's
can
gonna be
play
funny
this
as
it
later.
should be on the anniversary of Mechanicsville.
No.
Should be November 1st
No.
every year.
I'm not
down.
doing that. No.
What? The start of Nazi November isn't the start of when we
It's
have
gotta be in
reunion?
October.
That
It
sounds
has to be in
weird.
October, right?
I'm not talking
No.
about
How
that.
about my
Even though
birthday?
He
How about my
cannot-
birthday?
He does not like October. We've established.
my birthday, though?
Octobers are a mixed feeling for all of us, and I think it's
It's not for me. I was born in
Yeah,
October.
clarification. October is maybe the worst month of my life, and I have
False.
no. And I said of my life, not yours.
Oh yeah.
October.
Well, 21st birthday. Whew.
Every October seems to just be like miserable, and even this October, I said, okay, I'm not gonna have it. This past October was the best October I ever had, and it was still shitty.
West
but it was like it wasn't as shitty.
Mountain
man. But
Mama.
like it was.
that was fun.
It
That
was
was
it was
great.
it was a great month, but like it's always out of my whole year.
It's fear.
the lowest month.
Yeah, it's always the
lowest
fear
month.
that it's going to be like that over and over
No,
again.
but even when I try to be positive, life just happens.
Man, 2016.
Yeah, but 20.
Was it 2016?
Yeah, it was 2016.
2017.
It was 2016.
We're in 2018 right now.
No, it was 2016. The one I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's what he's talking about. Is 2016.
Every year before 2018.
2017 was a good one for
2018
me.
has been a fantastic year.
I've enjoyed it.
I love 2018.
I think it's just the idea that everything kind of is like finishing. You're kind of getting set,
Yeah.
and that's where everything is.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
It's nice. I enjoy it. Have you guys all have a great start to your year yet so far?
Yeah, it's been
what's
alright.
going?
Okay, all right. Just got farted in the face. That's what happened. My 2018 has been going great.
Audio friendly.
Yeah, man. It's just been nice. Like
It's been cool.
I feel like we're finally at the point in like college, right? In my perspective, at least, we're just like
Coasting.
we have our skills developed and everything in our majors and everything, and we're finally at that point where we could actually like apply to jobs, get money, but we're almost in this professional realm, and it's nice to be respected in that aspect, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean like nowadays in class, like this year compared to your freshman year, you feel more treated like an adult by the people you are taught by? I still do feel in some respects treated like a child by my teachers, but it's definitely not as bad as it was my first couple of years here. Like my first couple of years at school, I was like, wow, this is just like high school, the way that they interact teacher to student. But as I've like the further I've gone along at college, the more like as equals they tend.
And I know
they
every
tend to treat
program's
people.
kind of different. Like I know with the advertising program, which I fucking adore, the teachers are really great with like one-on-one contact, but they're also a lot of the classes are maybe 10, 15 people, so you have a lot of direct contact. It's really nice for that. But I just mean like freshman year, I didn't even know what Illustrator was. I didn't know anything about advertising.
This is Adobe Illustrator, right?
Adobe Illustrator.
Focused inquiry.
Yeah,
I went to say fuck focused inquiry and it came out folk. So I'm gonna leave, take a shit, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Great, thank you. But no, I honestly didn't know much about advertising at all. And then now I've been able to develop my own website, do anything from creating logos to designing websites, some basic animation, everything like that. Like I feel like I can actually join this like professional field,
Yeah.
you know. And I think that's what
The further you go on, like you started.
So you mean you're doing college, correct?
Well, no, I understand
what
what you're saying.
What I'm saying is some colleges they teach you stuff, but they don't prepare you for the future.
Right.
I feel like VCU's advertising program specifically has set me up where I feel comfortable and prepared to like prepared as in like skill level and everything to go out into the professional world and excel.
Mhm.
And I think some colleges will teach you some of what you need to know, but they won't prepare you. I'm having classes right now where they're telling you the correct ways to apply to jobs, where you should apply, how you should apply, and they're getting you ready. So when you graduate, you're already jumping into it.
Yeah.
You know,
Like how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly
there's
how it's supposed to be. But not a lot of
Right.
schools do how it's supposed to be.
Like a lot of people talk about how like there's teachers will teach you what to think rather than how to think, and how
Exactly.
important it is to know what you're learning isn't just a structure. It's something where you kind of adapt, where you actually have to know multiple ways to solve one issue, because I think a lot of people are focused on getting that one resolution rather than kind of like, okay, this is one way you can tackle it, how's another way you can tackle it, and also at the same time being prepared for a business world. Like if you think about, there's a lot of high schools where I think economics isn't a big criteria for getting a diploma and such, where it's a big life skill to have. And I think a lot of good colleges will require classes that kind of actually set you forward for the future and everything. I think I've had a lot of that. Like senior year was a lot different than my first 2 years, where I kind of just got the basics of like, this is what you should know in high school. I hope you guys knew this. And then now
high school was a joke.
Well, in the mass con part, we had to take a class called Heme 202. It's a 250 or something like that.
It makes no sense to me how I shouldn't have done as well as I should have in high school, considering how easy everything is. Thinking back on it, everything is so easy.
I just think it's funny that I struggled in high school, but then I excelled in college.
Yeah.
I think that just says something about the system, how it's crap.
Yeah, I think
High school is trash.
everyone dealt, at least in Virginia,
is.
with SOL
Standardized
tests,
testing is trash.
And,
All that
yeah,
shit is trash.
It's meaningless.
which started with the No Child Left Behind Act signed by George W. Bush in, I believe, like 2004, 2005 maybe.
A lot of great policies, Bush. Shout out to
But you know something? Children were left behind.
Yeah, children
A
are
lot of
definitely
them were.
left behind. I think that's a lot of problem with education and what a lot of people are kind of, just abhor about it. It's just dislike. It's just
Honestly, they should
doesn't feel like.
I wish they taught more in school about like building shit, being cleanly, how to do your chores, how to apply to jobs,
Like
stuff like
life
that.
lessons.
Actual life lessons. You know.
Well, chores and stuff, I feel like that's the parents.
Yeah, but not,
there's
not
people
all
that don't
parents
learn-
do that.
I
No,
think
no,
there's-
no.
I
I
think-
know,
yeah.
I know.
Well, it's the
but
same with
it's
sex
not
ed.
really a teacher's job at school in a school setting to teach you that stuff. It's their job to teach you
Do you think
basic
it's a-
math skills, basic everything.
Do you think it's a teacher's job to tell you about sex and drugs? Because they do it at
An
schools.
FLE teacher, yeah, or a teacher.
Then what's the difference?
Yeah, they're teaching you things that are
Sex and
important.
drugs is a big
And
part
there
of
are a
life.
lot of parents that don't teach you things that I think you need to know. I think it's important that the schools step in and that
when it's appropriate.
when it's appropriate, right?
mean,
I'm sure there's boundaries that schools shouldn't cross when
I
aspects
don't
of.
think.
But like what?
If I walk into
What would
history
that-
I'd say
class,
religion are things that are very,
But they teach about evolution in history classes and science classes.
but it's optional. I think a lot of schools require it as an optional thing.
Okay. It's optional, but they teach it anyway. It's like, oh yeah, you can either fill in and come to school, or you can and you can miss out. You know,
But it's still optional.
they give you yes.
I think the point is that primarily they don't want to step on anyone's toes where it comes to things that are very personal, like religion or religion. I think there's a few other things that I'm sure they don't really want to impede upon, but
I think they have a job, and it's not that. I mean, it's
everything
their
is in their
decision to go further beyond their basic needs as a teacher to help provide students with more knowledge than just math or something.
Did you all take driver's ed in high school?
Yeah, that's
No.
mandatory.
You didn't take driver's ed in high school.
Not with.
It wasn't
I mean,
part of your
it
PE
was- yeah, it was.
classes.
I didn't take it as a part of PE. I took it as a separate.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
I had to take
usually-
it. I had to take it in
Yeah,
10th
that's
grade.
not how we
Maybe I
did
take
it.
it.
was
Yeah,
it was in gym
it's part of
class.
PE.
At one point, they stopped that from my school. They like the kids after me. They didn't get to have driver's ed in 10th grade. They had to do it on their own time, which was stupid. But
God, it's strange. I don't know how you wouldn't have taken it.
What was the no? Because we did the other program.
the simulator.
Behind the
Driver's
wheel?
ed.
Zach, behind the wheel.
Behind the wheel,
That's
it's
separate.
qualification. That's separate. You
Oh,
have to get.
I'm thinking of a whole nother.
You have to
Oh,
get
yeah,
a
you
permit.
definitely did driver's ed.
Which are yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you had to do the simulator with the.
That got
Yeah,
you your
I
permit.
was just thinking behind the
The simulator was trash too. It had the old school shit. Like it was like an old ass steering wheel with an old
I
kind of car.
didn't think-
Hey, play GTA.
Yeah.
You can know how to
That's a
drive.
great simulator.
I don't think there's a single driver's ed instructor who isn't an old white guy. At least in my experience.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I've
true.
had.
I had a Pakistani dude that yelled at me the whole time.
Why did he yell at you?
No, I had the same driver, and Zach and I had complete opposite experiences.
I had a terrible
Really?
experience.
Now he had a terrible experience. When I started, I knew how to drive like at the same as I do now. Like I knew all the rules and regulations and everything, and I was already driving regularly. So I just got in the car and I just drove normally, and I just did his errand. So this guy, he makes you do his errands for him. So basically, your training is just running around and doing his errands, and you'll sit outside like a CVS store for like an hour while he runs inside and talks. But like I was with him for like 3-4 days, but the reason why he was a little nicer on me because my mom knew him. And so he never yelled at me, and all I did was I just ran him, did his errands, and he said, "All right, you can get your license."
That's your
early."
license, yeah.
But I mean, I was already a good driver at that point.
So Zach, what
Zach,
happened
what was
with
your
you?
experience here?
Well, I didn't know him personally. I just heard that he was like I got him recommended from a friend, and I was like, okay, cool. Like some people were like, yeah, he'll give it to you in like 3 days or 4 days, and usually you have to do a week or whatever. I was like, all right, yeah, that's awesome. Sounds great. So I did it with one of the girls in our class, and so he picked us up the first day. The first day was fine. Drove to like another high school, picked up someone else, and then drove back to like my house and everything. It was fine. But then, a couple other days he came through, and it would be like the whole car would be filled with just random people, and I'd be driving, and if I made a mistake, he'd let me know if I made that mistake. He would basically just yell at me while I was driving, and being, someone already being nervous about being critiqued about my driving skills. This guy was yelling in my face, making me even more nervous and like scared and everything.
Now, were you driving for long before this?
Yeah, I drive like an hour every day he came.
Oh, dang.
And same thing, kind of just ran around, did errands, and then drove to whoever else he's doing the thing with. So I ended up going the full 7 days.
Oh, man.
And then finally he
passed you?
He passed me, but it was definitely it wasn't a fun experience.
Yeah.
I had to drive around the neighborhood, around the school. I had to practice my push pull turn shit. And like the push pull shit, like push pull. You know how to do that?
I have no idea what you're
like once you get to the curve, you turn the car. You got to push and pull, like push pull the steering wheel to turn the car.
No, I don't know, but all I know is you are a scary ass driver. So I don't know who the fuck gave you.
Yeah, I'm not a scary driver. I'm the most calm driver in here. Aaron's a scary driver.
Aaron should not have his license.
No, he shouldn't. Aaron rides in your fucking tailpipe.
Aaron rides in your tail.
He comes back from the bathroom. He's gonna tell you
all the time. Oh man, he's terrible. Honestly, so scary. Like I love taking road trips, I really do, and we've taken.
He always drives.
We've taken a couple road trips, yeah. But that's the only time we can take a road trip as a group is when Aaron's driving.
Because I hate driving.
Yeah, and that's the worst though, because you're like, all right, this is about to be a fun trip, because we're going somewhere, but
we might die.
Yeah. And like every time, I swear to God, I say a prayer every time before I text all my parents. I say, "Love you, I'm about to go on this trip," because I'm like, there's such a large chance that Aaron's gonna get us in a wreck this time.
It's so funny because every time we drive, I'm fucking knocked out in the back seat.
Yeah, you are, and I'm up in the front. Yeah.
Because it don't matter who's driving. If I'm in the car for a long time, I'm going to go to sleep.
We talked about how you were a terrible.
Oh, how you were a terrible driver.
Yeah.
You want to defend yourself?
Oh wait, hold on. Was there a claim that I was a terrible driver?
That's a claim.
We talked about how
It's all sneak dissing.
how road trips were like the worst.
We told it to his face though. It's not sneak dissing.
Yeah, because we love going on road trips because we're like going out and doing something fun, but it's always scary because Quincy never wants to drive, and I obviously don't have a car. Zack just got a car, and then Austin doesn't have a car like me, so you're always the driver on road trips.
Yep, I am.
But it's always a terrifying thing.
It's not terrifying.
Well, it is when you're a passenger.
Well, if you decide to get in the car with me and you want to go on a road trip, you can't really complain.
Oh, no. Well, you can.
No, you can't.
I still go in the car, but it's still scary.
How is it scary? Are you talking about our West Virginia
Your driving
trip?
skills.
Oh, Aaron, I was sleeping all the time. So
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I'm generally the only one awake.
That's on you. You choose to be awake.
Yeah, I fall asleep.
I generally just can't go to sleep because of your driving.
That doesn't make any sense. I think my driving is just fine.
Well, I think when
It's
something's
kinda smooth
stressful,
sometimes.
it's kind of hard though.
What is stressful about my driving?
You ride people's ass all the time.
I
You
don't
speed
know.
when it's unnecessary.
That's
You
not
make
true.
quick turns. You almost hit people every single time there's a pedestrian.
See,
When the wheels,
if you're talking about West Virginia, if you're talking about West Virginia, everyone was going 100 miles per hour. Just want to
See,
say.
exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Just
though.
want to say, I was not the
What
only
the
one.
Williamsburg trip though? We went to the outlets.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about him?
You almost hit that car.
What
What
about
car?
Changing lanes. You almost hit the truck.
Yeah.
You were changing lanes.
I
You almost
didn't hit a
scraped
truck.
it.
What
You
about
almost hit the truck.
See,
You
he's
didn't hit the truck. But you almost hit the truck.
What you can't know is Aaron is smiling right now, so he's
not smiling.
secretly confirming all this.
No, I think
Aaron,
the problem is
even
Danny hasn't driven a car in a long time, so
Yes, I
he
have.
has this high expectation for how other drivers could be
I drove
because
in
he doesn't
January.
actually drive himself.
I drove in January, and I'm actually a
What
great
did you
driver.
drive in January?
My dad's Kia.
And you crashed it.
No, I did not.
You almost crashed it.
And where are you getting this from?
The fact that you're a terrible driver.
I'm a great driver.
See, but then you make that claim. See, this is perspective. This is where you think
I think
you are.
I think everyone's driven with me, and I don't.
I've
Who's been in the car with you? Who
I've
here
never
has
been
been in the
with
car
you
with you?
Zach's driven with me before.
Okay, that's one person.
Zach,
You have driven
how
with
he
me
drives
because I
Zach?
drove you in the Chief.
No, we both drove in different cars.
Oh, my memory.
I mean, that was,
Yeah,
like,
your
to high
memory is
school,
pretty
though.
bad.
That wasn't like a road trip or anything.
Yeah, but I still drove you almost every single day in high school. So that's enough experience.
Mm-hmm.
Until we started going like, to
Quincy, have
school,
you-
and then Zach asked me not to
Quincy
drive
hasn't been in the
anymore.
car with you. Austin hasn't been in the car with you. I'm
I've
in the
not.
car with you. So,
Well,
where's your claim?
I worked at the Jefferson as a driver, and I had a job
Oh my God.
doing
Yeah.
that.
The Jefferson, which is
A 5-star hotel.
okay.
So how does driving for a 5-star hotel make you a good driver? That just means the hotel was good. That doesn't mean anything about your driving.
I would like clarification on that.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. Well, part of being a 5-star hotel means that
I just wanted to complete a solid sentence that didn't make me sound stupid before this podcast ended.
well, like part of being a 5-star hotel is constantly being rated on your different services, and one of our main services is having this transportation service, which is something that I provided. And so I was I talked about this with you guys the other day. I drove one of the person who was responsible for painting the Obama's portraits.
Oh, the most recently revealed
I
ones.
drove him to the VMFAs.
I didn't know that.
I did, yeah. And
Oh.
so I was responsible for taking some of our high priority guests and everything there. And so technically anyone.
But didn't do well enough to get a tip.
Well,
Yeah, did you
that
have
was-
to entertain them?
Oh, I can tell you that that's not exactly on my part.
Oh.
Some guests are not willing to give tips no matter their statute.
Some workers aren't willing to get tips.
Wait, that's honest. That's
I
an
can
honest
see
question.
that, but
Is there something with their behavior? Do you have to entertain them? Do you have to juggle while you're
no,
driving?
Should have sucked his dick.
It's,
I'm not gonna cut that part.
I mean, it's just like going to a restaurant and who tips and who doesn't. It's how you're raised and what you believe is worthy of someone tipping.
Okay.
I did my job and I did it well, and I did work hard no matter my status at that day. If I was in a good mood or bad mood.
May I take your hat, sir?
That's pretty much what you need to do, right? I mean, you did, that's exactly what you did.
That wasn't what I did at all.
You didn't do
I
that at
never
all.
took someone's hat at all.
That sounds pretty rude. Then that's why you didn't get the
It sounds
tips.
like you did a bad job.
It sounds like you did a bad
That had
job.
nothing to do with my job position.
So what is your?
Let
What
me
your
open this door for you.
I think.
Do
that's
you
what
have
I-
a tip
well,
for me?
When I think valet, I think that. Is that not what you did?
Can I have your hat, sir?
Yeah.
No. That's not what you do as a valet.
I thought you were a doorman.
I was a doorman. That's why
Which one were you?
I was a doorman and a driver. And a bellman every once in a while.
So you're everything.
Was he like
So you were the
Esteban
hat
from
man.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Same complexion and everything.
Yeah.
That actually works.
I'm pretty close to
Are you Esteban?
I am Esteban.
So who's Mr. Mosby?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say... I can't say names.
Mr. Mosby.
But,
Was there a Mr. Mosby
Mr.
type?
Mosby was a female.
Okay. Mrs.
But
Mosby.
there-
Interesting.
But there weren't a set of twins running around the hotel.
There was no Dylan and Cole Sprouse.
There was not. Only if.
If only. What are they now? What do they do now?
They
One
graduated
is
from
on.
They went to college?
NYU.
They're actors that went to a college. That's not really. Most child actors don't go to college, right? Is that true? Austin,
Mary Kay
would you-
Ash went to college.
How
many? One, two.
What's that one show about Archie?
Oh, Lake.
It's
not
West
Lake.
Side something. Or like
No.
high school. It's
The
like a, something high school.
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
That's
One's
what
on
it is.
Riverdale.
Lakeside.
I don't know which one, to be completely honest. And yeah, I don't know.
It's both. They switch out.
Is it actually?
I have no
Yes,
fucking clue. I've never seen Riverdale. I've probably heard it 3 times, including when you both just said it right now.
Yeah, Riverdale's actually a show about Archie comics.
They
It's
do
a
the
live
American
action.
Nationally
Yeah,
with
and
like
I-
a
and
Full
I-
House.
I've heard great things about Riverdale. I really have.
Yeah, apparently it's actually a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Like you wouldn't expect like a kind of like comic scene to be like adapted to a live action format
Switched
like
at
that.
Birth is a really good show.
I actually watched that.
I was being ironic.
How
enjoyed
many
Switched at
seasons?
Birth, actually.
How many seasons has that show gone on? And
I
please
don't
tell
know.
me
Too many.
it's still going on.
Is
don't
it still
know.
going on?
We're gonna have
What about,
fact checker. Where?
I just remember seeing commercials for it on
God, another
ABC
show,
Family all the time.
Pretty-
and being
Pretty
like,
Little
what the fuck
Liars,
is this
dude.
shit?
my
They put a lot of that shit.
my sister, my mother used to watch Pretty Little Liars.
That's my show, yo.
The one that you just
That shit's
mentioned,
been on for a while.
Secret Life,
It's in the last year.
The Secret Life of American Teenager. Oh, that was such a good show. Oh, that was a good show.
Wow, you having like he's like king a little bit.
Nostalgia. No,
Is that show?
I like Zoe 101.
It
That was
looks
my
like-
shit.
Zoe 101 was such a great
Yeah,
show.
that was my shit.
It looks like it ended at season 5. I want to say.
When was that?
But no, wait. It was in March of 2017 or April of 2017. So maybe it's still.
Pretty Little Liars?
No, Switch at Birth. I'm sorry.
That means that show had to have run for like 7 years.
I gotta think
That's
that
ABC
that,
Family for you. Now it's Freeform. Excuse
No,
me.
yeah, it's the finale. It
The
was the
plots
finale.
were not bad.
You watched the entirety of Switch at Birth.
Well, not the entirety of it.
I just
but
remember
watched
the
it.
woman from George Lopez being on it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Angie
she
was on
she
that
was
shit.
the mother.
Angie, oh wait,
Angie
the
was on
mom's
that.
from there.
Angie Lopez,
She
yeah.
was the mother.
Oh,
Angie Lopez.
George
I used to
Lopez.
have a crush on her back in the day. Nick
the
at Night.
mom?
Nick at Night?
Oh God,
Wait,
celebrity
the mom? The
crushes.
mom? No. The wife.
What?
George Lopez's wife. On the
That's the
show.
mom, right?
Did you think
oh,
he
not
was
the-
talking about Benny?
Like, can you say he thought we were talking about Benny?
Do you guys have like select celebrity crushes that have like stayed with you?
What do you mean, like over since like a kid?
It's just over time.
I think my celebrity
Nah, really.
definitely changes over time.
Yeah. All right. How about most recent?
Most recent celebrity
Recent.
crush.
I love Thick Rihanna.
Oh yeah. Yeah. See. Rihanna is
Thick
like.
Rihanna is.
Oh my God.
It's Tinashe. I love it.
Did you say thick Rihanna?
Yeah,
Thick Rihanna. Oh,
So
there's
not
a different.
regular Rihanna.
No,
Hey,
no.
you know that Georgia Smith? She is flying. She's like a British singer.
Okay.
She's great looking.
George's another.
Yeah.
Recent celebrity crushes. I
Tom
don't.
Brady.
Thomas.
I don't think I keep celebrity crushes. I think I just kind of watch celebrity. I don't think I've had.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Eagles one time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole city
I
of
guess
Philadelphia.
to wrap that around.
Yeah, they only burnt their own city.
They went crazy.
What a way to have a victory is to destroy your own
There's no
place.
sports you're really into, right? At all, Danny?
Wouldn't have been. Well, didn't like when Vancouver. Shit,
It's
never
not
mind. I said
that-
it.
I'm
Listen to me.
Yeah, 5-minute silence for Quincy. I'm not against any sports. They haven't catch my interest enough for me to stay with them.
So there's no team that would win that you'd be like.
No, I like the Steelers.
He's a Timberwolves fan.
No, like football wise, I like the Steelers. I like the Wizards, Washington Wizards. I like the Wizards. I'm not the Wizards.
You said that.
I said Wizards. I don't even know how I said that. I don't like the Redskins, but I do like them to win because I know it makes my dad happy. And
touching.
And just Virginia just needs. We need a
They're
good
not
football
Virginians.
team.
They're the Richmond
Okay,
Raiders.
yeah. Then what's Virginia's football team?
We don't
Richmond
have
Raiders?
anything. That's the point.
But yeah, but
Richmond
Not even
Raiders?
VCU has a football team.
Redskins, yeah.
The Richmond Raiders. There's a football team called Richmond Raiders.
That moment of silence is because no one understands what the fuck Quincy's talking about.
It's I think it's an arena or it might be extreme football. I don't know. It might be XFL.
Do we have an arena football team?
Yeah, it's the Richmond Raiders. I think.
Let me spell it out
Are
for
we
you.
going to join the XFL?
Oh, we should.
Is it
Vince
the-
McMahon
what
brought
is
back the
the
XFL. That's
is
so
that the
funny.
extreme-
It's the Extreme Football League, man.
After Brady retires, I'm going to the Patriots. Like if they have a training
Open
camp
training
or like
camp.
an open training camp, I'm totally going.
Didn't
I'm gonna
he,
try to. I'm gonna
just
try to be
rush
the
the
next
field?
Patriots
Didn't
quarterback.
Johnny Manziel go back to opening training? I think they just
He's like
announced that
training.
he's
So he didn't announce that he's bipolar.
Johnny Football.
Johnny
Back-
Football announced that he's bipolar. So yeah, he's going to do
Oh
that.
shit! Yeah, that guy partied like a motherfucker.
Party next door.
No,
That's all your sound plug.
it's just it's crazy. Some of the parties like people have like it's like celebrities or like
Well, he's
athletes
the
and-
college party boy. Like he never left that.
yeah.
Was he in a frat? No, he was in a frat. He don't have time for a frat.
No,
when
I
he's
think he
playing
was
football.
just like.
I think
he
know
just did a
how
lot
many-
of drugs.
I
and
don't know
partied
how
all
many
the time.
college athletes are in actual
I
fraternities.
think there's some.
No,
I think
well,
some.
they don't have to be. They're already
They
king
are,
of
yeah.
shit because they're.
Well, I think it just depends on the school.
I
I mean,
think
I
you could
agree. I
balance.
agree with Austin with what he said, but
Yeah.
I'm saying I think some of them might still be in it. Just
You think you
If
could
you're at school
balance
with a
like,
football team-
a
oh,
sports?
I think some of them don't have
Oh.
to.
If you're in school with a football team, you're basically a fraternity.
Well, it's like some of those high schools that they let their
It's a bold claim.
they let some of their athletes go without doing all the normal requirements because
You mean how they have like the whole false classes?
oh
having to
he-
wear
he-
condoms
hey,
came out?
he should get A's because he works hard as an athlete.
I see. I know. I see. Or like how they kind of have. But I mean, some of that should be excused, right? If you have like
No.
an early, you don't think it should be excused.
No.
Why is that?
Because until you're 18, you're a student,
I'm a student now.
That's okay. So
and you should have to do what everyone else wants to do. If you want to excel in another other people,
Everybody knows a student athlete's not going to college for school.
but
They're going to college to go to the pros.
But this is what I'm saying. Some people want to be musicians,
blood
but
the
they
knee.
don't have to. They don't get credit for doing stuff like that.
What
Yeah,
about
like
D3?
performances?
Why are you going to specialize just
D3
sports?
they're going to college for
There's,
school. That's
there's
just like
other
preschool.
areas
But they're still
and
playing
other
sports
fields
teams.
that
Yeah, yeah.
people are trying to excel in, and they don't get past. Some
So do you
shit.
think they're?
I don't think they should get special treatment for being athletes.
So they don't. You
Well, they
think
do.
they shouldn't get paid as well, right? Is that what you're saying?
They
shouldn't
should get paid.
What?
Because the NCAA is a
college athletes?
$1 billion
College-
corporation.
no.
Not billion, but $1 million corporation.
I don't know.
So
The NCAA makes
it's
money
their
off
own-
of them,
it's their
own
off
choice.
their likeness, off their names. They
don't
should
get
be
for
paid.
it.
mixed basis on that. Okay.
I don't know. It's they're choosing to do it.
I don't know. I think it's something where
Yeah, but the school's also giving them scholarships.
yeah, you see how much
But it's also giving them.
That's their argument against it.
I mean,
because they have scholarships.
schools
Okay.
are also giving them the opportunity to make breaks in the bigger fields too.
yeah, like they
So
have
why should they get
make
paid?
degrees.
They're getting publicity.
So you're saying
a trade-off.
if I'm like a D1 athlete, I shouldn't go to school for free because I'm a D1 athlete? You're
But-
saying I should go to school and pay like everyone else?
Yeah, I think there's plenty of
No, I
So I shouldn't get special treatment?
I would say that's different because the school. I was
it
talking
different?
about high school when I said special treatment.
okay. But
Oh,
we're
you're talking about high school
in terms of
athletes?
I was
college,
talking about
though.
high school initially. In college,
High school athletes or
high school
I
athletes.
don't think high school athletes are treated
no,
like.
I
maybe
maybe
it depends on the
I would say
coaches.
maybe not where we're from.
Yeah,
Are you
unless
talking about like a
you're-
Friday
in
night
Texas,
slights as
yeah.
to where
Okay,
they're
that's-
like
Yeah,
okay,
but I
like
think that's a little
football's,
more
like,
common than
praised.
we may not than we may think.
big high school
And,
athletes.
oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
of course.
and low socioeconomic areas,
Right.
where football or sports is all they have in the area.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all the entertainment there is. I think they probably get a lot more special treatment than we may realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Because that's all there is, you know.
Yeah, I actually watched Friday Night Lights. I believe I think last year or the year before.
Did you watch the
It's
whole
was last
series?
year.
I watched. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
5-season show, and
It's
it's a
It's off
phenomenal
Netflix now.
show.
They took it off Netflix.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's how I watched it. That's right.
They took it off Netflix.
Yeah,
They
Netflix
watch it no
keeps
more.
getting rid of those hits, man.
Because they got the originals coming in. Yeah, make room for them. They
Yeah,
have a new
and
Chris Rock special
$11
up, too.
subscriptions, huh?
A new Chris Rock special
Oh, did
came
you guys
out
watch the new
Valentine's
Chappelle
Day.
special?
I haven't, but I
The
heard
two
it was
of them?
really
Oh my
good.
God.
The
they're
one,
so
the
fucking
Texas one,
funny.
and the
There's two. They're
Yeah,
new
there's two of
ones.
them.
Dude, I thought we watched one of them last
He
year.
released one
No,
on the
he
30th.
released two more.
He
Okay.
released the one on the 31st and then one on New Year's Day.
For comedy tours, do they not have the same script for each one? Do they not say the same?
I think they
story?
changed them up a little.
Awesome. See,
Yeah, I think they changed them up. I think they tried. I think they add and take away stuff, like new material. They might pitch to like a crowd just to try to.
yeah, but I don't know. I think it's something that we just kind of don't really understand because none of us really went through it. Like none of us were big student athletes. Besides, I guess Austin, who played quarterback for his team briefly.
Oh, yeah, I
we all
quit
played
football
sports
until
in middle
story.
school. After middle school, I was like, nah, fuck football.
Yeah, I played middle school football too, and I think I was actually pretty good. I just didn't know how to the
I was
rules
too
of
lazy.
football at all.
Yeah.
So like, I think if I actually knew how football worked, I would have been really good. But I was on a terrible team, and I didn't know how to play football.
Hold on, you played football.
Yeah,
Has everyone here played football?
I played flag
Yeah.
football, and then I
have
did
you played
football in
What'd
middle
you
school.
play?
I played soccer
Yeah.
and then I ran in.
God, I love.
I was
playing
out of shape
football.
playing, so I was too out of shape to play soccer. I was too fat.
Football was fun until you got the pads. And you
Yeah,
no,
I think
pad
that'd be the
practices.
most
Are you
fun.
kidding
It's
me?
even more fun.
No, in that heat, I was a lazy bastard.
Yeah,
I
nah.
can't lie. That's why I
I
was stuck to
love
the white
that.
kid.
Virginia weather with those pads, she was hot. It
I
was
love.
awful.
Yeah.
I love playing
Middle of
football.
summer,
I just
too.
hated my team.
It's the season that football's in because once
did.
it
They
gets
were
cold, the pads
terrible.
are beautiful.
We lost every game except I think 2. We were the worst.
Hey, but those 2 games you won, man.
Hey,
And then the quarterback was the coach's son, so he was terrible. He was so bad.
I was one of those.
No.
Yeah, and so like I was like, man, I'm actually good, but I can't thrive on a
You're
team. that's so
reminding
bad.
me of high school, like not high school, but like rec league basketball.
Yeah, it was
Rec
terrible.
league basketball.
Yeah.
Oh man, rec league basketball.
Those
I remember- hey,
coaches.
Oh
those
man, I remember one
coaches.
time rec league basketball. I went in for a shot. It was my moment. I promise you guys, it's my moment. I shoot the ball. That shit got sent across the court. He blocked the fuck out of that shot. I was so embarrassed. All my friends out there laughing. Man,
Yeah, honestly, I think that set me off for like playing football and stuff. Like I think if I was put on a good team, I probably would have played high school football. But that was
Danny would never be going
Danny,
to VCU.
what Danny's saying, he's a bandwagon player, so he'd really only play for.
You
a
actually
good
had, you probably had stronger legs then.
I'm just saying.
When our school opened, they
Bring the
basically
whole podcast back
they didn't
around.
cut anyone from the football team.
Yeah, well,
'Cause they
we were
needed
we
Right.
were really good too. We
So
were
a
on
lot
the
of
States.
people that were, well, eventually, not the first year. The
I
first
probably-
year we weren't that good.
I apologize
but
for bringing
we-
race into it, but
our
how many
first,
black people
our
were at
first
your
year was
school?
also our first year open.
We have a good amount. We have a
Good
good
amount?
amount of
Yeah.
because
It was like- it was
our
like- it was
area
like-
is a pretty good demographic of each
Okay.
a lot of races.
Yeah.
Cause usually what happens when it's just like a less
Ooh,
black
that's
people,
great. That was nice.
is like
All I'm saying is, if I kept playing football, Danny Fast might be a world name.
How would it be? Danny,
A world name.
Danny,
World
Danny,
name.
what school are you going to? Virginia Tech?
Nah, I ain't gonna do
no,
You wouldn't got me playing time at Virginia Tech.
I'm going to Alabama.
Danny mentioned this earlier.
You wouldn't get playing time at Alabama,
when
definitely.
we went to
You would?
No, you wouldn't.
Why not?
Because he'd be like 4th string. Come out of Virginia. They start people from Florida and Texas.
Danny
And Bama.
I'll move to Florida.
Danny mentioned we had a trip to Williamsburg when Quincy was talking about the Outlets Mall, and at this trip, Danny decided to get a custom made hat.
I got a free hat.
I got my custom made
wasn't
Rams hat,
It was $35.
and I love my hat. If you
He paid
see me
$35
around,
for
you'll
a
see me
black
wearing
hat
it.
with a fast
Danny
print
and
in white.
his custom made hat made a hat that says the word fast. Yes, that's right. The word fast.
Because I'm fast as fuck, boy.
At least
Yeah,
Aaron
not in a
got
good way.
At least
Still
Aaron got the
has
big
yet
ones,
to
but
back
because
it up.
Aaron still wears his hat.
Yeah, my
Danny, you don't wear that shit.
I'm wearing mine right now. What the hell?
You
You
never.
talking-
Yes.
Okay, this
Yes,
is
I do.
first time.
Do you see
It's
me
just-
every
You
day?
had the perfect
Quincy.
opportunity to wear it at Gov Ball, and you didn't wear it.
Quincy,
Everybody
do-
had a hat.
Everyone had a tight
Bro,
front hat. That's
I was
true.
wearing a tank top. I was not going to put on a fast hat. Are you kidding me?
Gov
You
Ball is
look
also
just
known
like
as
the frat
Governor's
boy
Ball
there.
in New York.
Exactly. And they were all 13, so I'm trying to match that.
How can a frat boy be 13, Danny? Please explain this
Because
to
they
me.
weren't all actually frat boys. Did you look at any of the people there?
No, I don't. I was looking at the ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and guess what? That was
Oh my
13-year-old
God.
ass, buddy. So
That was not 13-year-old ass. That was like
Really?
18-year-old ass.
Really?
I was looking at the 18-year-old ass.
Yeah,
See,
18,
now,
yeah.
now I can't
Were you
even
checking
believe
their
this.
IDs?
Good job, guys.
I was single at this point.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna pretty much. I think we should wrap this up.
We're gonna cut that out.
All right. So we're
There's so much.
yeah. So we were talking about the fast hat.
I love it, but
Okay. Just,
yeah, just whatever. But yeah,
Wait,
so
I was
you-
going to talk about it.
you-
I was
you-
doing the count.
Go ahead, talk about your fast hat.
No, yeah. So I did get a fast hat. I love it. And I do wear it because you don't see me every day. I do wear it pretty often. I don't wear hats often, but I now started to because of my hair growing out.
Were you trying to hide it for the world? Then when they like gets to the link you wanted to be, you
No,
like show them all.
I just don't want to deal with it all day. So normally I'll keep my hair out, and then
That's like me and Hoods.
yeah, seriously. When I just like don't feel like working with myself, I'll put a hoodie and a hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you found my secret.
Yeah, Aaron, but even
you
with
wear
the
a hat every fucking day.
even with the hat on, you look nappy as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I'm getting a
Damn.
haircut
Look at you
tomorrow.
right now.
Excuse me.
Haircut tomorrow.
Excuse me. It's not. It's Black History Month. They're called curls.
No, that's nappy. Are
It's
you
Black
kidding?
History Month. It's
All
called
dang.
curls. There's
Yo,
no naps in
you
Black
got
History
curls.
Month.
Can't call
These are
me
curls.
out today.
Aaron, those are not curls. That's just nappy, bro.
That's just rude. That's rude. I don't think you're allowed to claim this
I
month.
can't. I'm half black. I can say whatever the hell I want.
Danny,
That's not.
Danny.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
If it's
All
Black,
right.
if it's Black
Here we
History
go.
Month, I can definitely say things about.
So you
black
can say half your sentences.
I can say half. Aaron, you are nap. It's not a full. It's
That's
not a half. It's
no,
half-
because what's the rest of that sentence?
ass motherfucker.
No, that's not what you're gonna say. All right, we're gonna wrap it up for this
it's time to
session.
end this jit.
So I hope you guys enjoyed listening today with us. Once again, we had
Cute up.
This is Zack.
Danny.
This is Superman Fan 66 signing off.
And make sure to follow us on social media at Soft Serve Podcast.
yeah. And this is Aaron, your host, signing off.
But Twitter, Saucer Radio.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. And the arms of an angel.